Welcome back to Nerdrotic. My name is Gary Beekler, and I come to you from nerdrotic.com. And, second time's a charm. Hopefully you can see the picture. And I am joined by two guests now, and a third might be jumping on. So we'll start out again, Comix Division in Parts Unknown. What's up, Comix?
Deja vu.
All over again.
All over again.
And for the first time on this channel, it is an honor and a privilege to have the brilliant Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. What's up, Jeremy?
What's up, Nerdrotic channel? I know you're not Nerdrotic channel anymore, but it just flowed better. What's up, Nerdrotic channel? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. And it's look, when I started out a couple years ago, really getting Geeks and Gamers flowing, I mean, my goal was to be on a Nerdrotic live stream, and I finally arrived, so I'm happy to be here. No, but thank you, Gary. I got to know you through that live stream you did with Jeff, over on for the High Council when I was out, and I just no homo, man. I fell in love with you, man. I just think you're awesome. I think you're great. I love your channel. I love everything you do. I love everything you bring to the table, man. So I'm happy to be here.
Right back at you, and because I'm in San Francisco, it might be just a little bit of homo, but just not much. So. Hey, everybody in the chat, what is up? There is a lot to talk about. The big news today is James Gunn. I'm going to kind of wait until we get some more people, and hopefully I sent out a link to JosiahRises, so hopefully he hears that and jumps on, and we can discuss that in a little roundtable. I'm torn on that subject. I actually did a video, and have you ever done this, Jeremy or Comix? I did a video, and then I found out all my information towards the end was completely wrong. I'm like, and it was like it almost loaded. I'm like, oh no, because I was gonna use Roseanne as an example. I'm like, oh, you better hire Roseanne. And then I saw what she said after she apologized. I'm like, oh, I better take that down.
Every time I upload a video, I watch it at least 5 times, just because I'm like, I had to make sure I didn't F this one up. Like, did I do something wrong? Did I forget to edit something out?
Yep.
Being a YouTuber, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Cut you
being
off,
a YouTuber is a life of being paranoid. Like, and again, nobody's complaining. We do. It's a great job. It's a great life to have, but it does not come without being paranoid every second of the day. Every time I get an email, I'm like, did YouTube take my channel down? What's going on?
Oh.
But yeah, it's a constant thing. So.
It really is, and I'm like just making sure I can see the video of this real quick.
Oh yeah, I was going to mention we got video. I checked.
You do have video, yeah.
Okay,
I'm watching it, yeah.
Good. Oh, look at that! I can see Jeremy's handsome face right there. So, what is up, chat? So it'll be James Gunn. We'll be talking about James Gunn. I thought to be done with talk. I'm done talking about Brie right now and Captain Marvel the movie, until we find out the weekend totals. But the lipstick thing really sticks in my head about the SJWs complaining about her wearing lipstick, which is like the one thing I wouldn't complain about. I thought she looked different in it. I'm like, I don't know. I just didn't think about it. I'm like, oh, she's wearing makeup. Maybe she got back from a long trip and said, I want to feel pretty today. Who knows? But that's the one thing they have a fucking problem with. Really?
And this is what I keep going back to, man. It's not about having a problem with women or minorities or what. We don't care about that. We don't wake up every day and think about race and gender and sex and who people are sleeping with. We don't care about that stuff. Normal people don't think about that shit. But what we always say is don't pander to these people because this is what they're obsessed with. Do you remember in Infinity War, they were complaining because the first person that was killed in the movie was a black person? Like that was like, hey, the Russos are racist. Like who thinks about this shit? Like really? Like who thinks about this? And they're the same people that walk into a Starbucks and they break down. They're like, okay, how many African Americans are working here? How many women? Okay, I can't do service here. Too many white males. These are the types of people we're dealing with. Same people that get mad because Brie Larson has fucking makeup on. Everybody it's ever been in a movie has makeup on. They will never take their multi-million-dollar, $100 million movie and let these people look like they do in real life because they ain't that pretty, okay? They all got makeup on, all of them. So, I mean, they all can't just roll out of bed and look like me and Gary, okay? They can't do that, all right? This right here, this is special what you're witnessing right here. So.
That's right. A little beard oil, but really, this is how I roll out of the bed. No, I'm just kidding. Just because I'm married to a hairdresser has nothing to do with it. Yeah. So, and that's the one thing, living in San Francisco where, okay, there's a huge gay population here and it's been normalized here for a long time. And I know I have tons of gay friends, and they are normal people. And I don't know, I think everybody knows that now. This isn't the 90s where, a lesbian kiss is a big deal. I mean, none of this is a big deal anymore. It's right. Normal life. And here in San Francisco, the vast majority, you couldn't tell, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. And the people who are pointing this out all the time are why we're going backwards. The fact that the term person of color is around, which that's the only time I utter it. That's going backwards as hell.
It is.
And the people complaining about the lipstick and then Disney wants to cater to them because they got some criticism that got picked up by the media. That's how the access media has power over these corporations. They start pandering to the access media, and who gets forgotten? The fan. What gets forgotten? Storytelling, because they're like, oh shit, our movie has to represent exactly the percentages of the country's race. I mean, it's stupid. And like what Jeremy just said, if you walk into a restaurant and like it's not 30% white male, 30% white female. I don't know whatever Brie Larson's percentages were from whatever.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't. Who does? And I'm so tired of it. And that's the only reason I put it in the title. I was like, God damn it, I was done talking about this, but this lipstick thing pissed me off.
The other thing too, it's like the whole idea that femininity is a weakness. The idea of being a mother is bad. All these things that carried us from, the Stone Age to where we are now, suddenly we have to throw out the fucking window because, it's not feminist enough, or this mindset is really boggling to me. I mean, there's gender roles for reasons. There's two different sexes for reasons. And yes, we are different biologically. It's ridiculous.
And did I not? I'm sorry. I keep trying to interrupt you. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, man. It's cool, dude. It's cool, man.
Wasn't there something last week with Will Smith not being black enough to play Serena Williams' dad? Yeah, so it's unbelievable. So
that was the thing.
That was the thing, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to cover that because I was so busy. But yeah, apparently, that was a thing. Unbelievable.
It's called light skin privilege. Seriously,
I know.
It's a fucking thing. It's stupid.
Oh God!
Welcome to the world we live in.
Yeah,
picked the wrong century to quit drinking in, I guess.
Hey, it felt worse for me. I've never drank, and I'm still having to deal with this shit.
Oh, you never in your whole life, like ever?
I've never ever had a sip of alcohol. Never will. So
good for you. Oh,
yeah.
good for you. I'm clean and sober, so there you go.
No cigarettes, no drugs. I watch a lot of porn, so I'm not a good person. So
yeah, I don't do the porn thing anymore. I'm kind of boring like that. I quit smoking.
Well, there's feminist porn now, so that's a reason not to watch it.
Oh, isn't that called The Handmaid's Tale? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like that show.
Well, hey, and I'll just say for anybody who says I have a problem with women leading movies, all of the porn I watch have female leads. Okay, so.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Oh, hey, KZ Bay, that is good news. Breaking news from KZ Bay. That a show that I like just got renewed. A show on Stars got renewed. Everybody, I think the world's going to stop turning and the world might end. American Gods is getting a third season. All right, good. That's good.
I have not seen that. I need to watch that show.
It's good. It's weird. It's got some stuff that it's weird, but I like it. I like weird sometimes, and I really like the book. I was a big fan of the book. So okay. And we're still waiting for Josiah. So I'm going to try to sprinkle in super chats between the conversation. Rob Gallo shared something on Twitter, which probably could get this demonetized, but I'm sharing it anyway because it's so damn funny. This is concerning Star Trek Discovery.
Oh my God, that's great. That's great.
Call it Star Trek Discovery again. Or Star Trek again, I should say. Now, neither of you watched Star Trek Discovery, but it is the Star Wars of Star Trek, the current Star Wars, episode 8.
Yeah.
It's the same old song and dance that's going in through Doctor Who. They have a Mary Sue character who, I mean, they're trying to fix it midstream, but the thing is, it's exactly like Captain Marvel. I dare not call it feminist, because it's not the true definition of feminist. It's just the typical, we need
intersectional.
We need to make men look bad at every time, or every time there is a white male, he's going to die, he's screwing somebody over, or he's with Captain Pike, he's always apologizing and asking for permission, and it happens.
He's the fucking captain. What the hell?
Oh,
Jesus, that's messed up, man.
He's a captain. Oh my! I don't even. I'll bore you guys for an hour. My breakdown video is coming. I've got my flamethrower out for that one. My Tesla flamethrower.
What's up, Stephanie B? I see you in the chat. Hey, Stephanie B.
Smiling Stephanie B. We love smiling Stephanie B.
She's the best. She's great.
So I'm going to read a couple super chats, and then I don't care what happens in the live stream. I want to talk to you about what happened to your personal channel today, as much as you can talk about.
And before you start, can I just say, smash that melee button, everybody. Let's get those likes up. Smash the melee button. Simple request from a simple man. Just happy to be here with Gary. It's been an honor to be here. This is my life dream.
That's my life dream. I am stoked that I got you two guys together. Just a real quick, Comix Division is we kind of go way back in live streaming when I had like no subscribers, and we were complaining about comic books and the whole Comicsgate thing, and so that's and Comix Division is, I think, he's put out 2 videos in the last week, which is the most work he's done in 3 years. So maybe you'll and he's almost at 1,000 subscribers. So we're gonna try to hit him there.
Nice. I will. Are you on Twitter?
Yes, I am.
All right, just tag me in a tweet and I'll retweet you. See if we can get you a few subs. If I get Ruthie Star Wars for Life, if we can make her aware of you, she will plug you all day long. She will tell everybody all day. She tags everybody associated with Geeks and Gamers all day long. It's great.
That is brilliant.
So she's amazing. So.
And just real quick, Comix Division's last video seriously is like upper tier, like better than anything I've done. I mean, it's good. It's really good. So,
come on. It has like a really big fart joke at the very beginning.
It's funny though. I laughed. I genuinely laughed. My son loved it.
The funny thing is I did it twice. I did it in 2 videos. I did it in the one talking about Clark Gregg. Because I had this whole joke with the double down. Whenever someone's doubling down, I throw up the double down and a fart sound. And it got to the point where I was like, screw it, I'm just going to make him just making farting noises throughout the entire interview, because that's basically what he's doing.
Are you doing the farting noise like with your hands though?
No,
because like
I go to a stock video, or not stock video, stock audio site, and I find these like really random sounds. So yes, I found like 2 or 3 really long ass, like wet sounding farts, and I used them in it.
God, the end of it, man. Nerdrotic Jr. was like snorting. It was funny as hell. Mary Freeman, $5 just because this channel is awesome. Oh, no. Mary Freeman, you are awesome. You subscribers and you, Mary, are awesome. We are nothing without you. You are the voice they're trying to silence, not Jeremy, not Comix Division, not me. It is you guys. So that's why we really appreciate your support. And man, you just make our lives better. You just do. Bryce Brierly, $10, heading out for the evening. We're sneaking into the theater to see Captain Marvel. Why? Why don't you just punch yourself in the face? I mean, you might as well.
Exactly.
We bought tickets to see Tyler Perry's Medea family funeral. You might as well see that. It's probably way better. Because we want the money to go to a better quality film. That's right. Oh God! And Bryce, you're hilarious. Cheryl Lyera for $1.99. We got video. Woohoo! All right, we will get to some more super chats, but this is a big deal, and it is, again, it's okay for you to talk about it here, Jeremy. And if YouTube pulls it down, that's what happens. Something happened on your personal channel today, and I watched the video, and it was great. What happened?
Yeah, so yeah, I've been traveling all day today, and I was out of town. I got an email, and well, first of all, I uploaded a video late last night after the horrible, horrific, New Zealand situation, and my intent was not to try to, I didn't monetize the video or anything like that. Anytime I have to talk about a tragedy or something like that, I never feel right monetizing. When I when I made Stanley videos for Geeks and Gamers, I never monetized those. I don't feel right monetizing. And I'm not saying if that's what other people do, that's fine. I'm just saying for me, like if it's a situation where I'm making a video based on a tragic situation, I just don't feel right monetizing it. But I do feel good monetizing all of these stupid ass SJWs. So it's kind of, balances out. So, but I never want to, do that. So anyway, the video was not monetized. So I talked about the fact that people were using this tragedy to try and deplatform PewDiePie. They were trying to go after PewDiePie. Now I know that the person, mentioned PewDiePie along with among so many other people, and if it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand what that horrible human being was trying to do, and the people that you would think would fall for it are falling for it.
Of course.
And so my video was simply to just say, this is ridiculous that they're trying to use this to go after PewDiePie. After I uploaded the video, I was on Twitter using OBS. And Keemstar uploaded a clip of that guy saying subscribe to PewDiePie in his car. And so after I uploaded it, I was thinking like, I probably need to go and post-edit that and kind of blur that image. Gary, I don't know if you saw it when it was after I blurred it. Did you see it after
I saw it after you blurred it? Yeah.
Okay. So it was after it was uploaded, I blurred it out. And I was like, okay, I need to blur that image just to be safe. And I even, on my pinned post, I said, hey guys, yada, 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 this is what I'm doing. I don't want to get in trouble by YouTube. So now on my personal channel, I just started really doing anything on it. We're closing in on 10,000 subs right now, which is amazing. I didn't think we would get anywhere near that this quickly. But this video was nearly at 50,000 views, which is the most my personal channel has ever had. And it was booking. I mean, this video was going to take off. And I get an email and it said, you have violated community standards and guidelines, and they removed my video. And so I'm like, what did I do? So I called Siobhan, my community manager at Geeks and Gamers, and I said, look, I'm out of town. I need you to sign into my personal account right now and find out what the problem is. And she said, okay, they're saying that you violated metadata policy. Well, metadata, for those of you that don't know, metadata is your description, your info on your description, and your tags. And it says misleading or insufficient metadata is why my video was removed. Now, they didn't give me a strike, which is good. And they did give me the option to re-upload the video after I've corrected the problem. But I don't know what the problem is. All of my metadata was accurate. The only tags I put on the video was PewDiePie, New Zealand shooting, tragedy, mainstream media, and I believe that's it. So I don't know what I did. And but luckily I didn't get a strike. But it's just very frustrating. Again, at least it didn't happen on Geeks and Gamers. It happened on my personal channel. But still, this is kind of how it goes with YouTube and YouTubers. We don't know where the line is. We have no idea. They tell us you crossed the line. Okay, where is the line? You don't tell us where the line is, but you tell us we crossed the line, we get in trouble, but you don't give us a frame of reference to go, okay, there's the line. We can't step over that line. We don't know where the line is, So
well, they keep it vague for a reason. That way, if you post something that they don't like, they can hit you for it.
Yep, exactly. And I will say, just full disclosure, and to be completely fair, YouTube has always treated me well. I know there's a narrative about YouTube and everything, and I've seen YouTube do some things to creators that have been very questionable from afar. Anyway, you never know what the true details of something is. Somebody could, like, my experience with YouTube is this. I was caught up in a phishing scam. My account was hacked. My entire ad revenue for a month was stolen from me, and it was a lot of money. They went into my account, they stole my money. My ad revenue did not come to me at all. It went to someone else overseas. It took me about 3 weeks to finally get direct communication with YouTube. Once I got direct communication with YouTube, at first they dismissed me. They're like, oh, it's fine. But I was like, no, you don't understand. And then the next email, they really like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, we misunderstood what you're saying. This is a serious issue. We're going to forward this to our internal department. They've sent it to the internal department. Again, they aren't good at communicating, but they finally worked it out. They got my entire ad revenue back to me. It took them a long time. It was not an easy process, but they got it back to me, and that's all I can ask. So they've always done right by me from the few times I've had to really reach out to them. But this situation was a little confusing, really confusing actually. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. So.
No, and I'm, I wanted to give you a chance to talk about it, and that's kind of what we deal with. And I do not complain about YouTube. I had one little thing happen. Well, it wasn't a little thing. I lost my live streaming for 3 months, but hey, none of you noticed because, I made a huge mistake. It was what I told you about before the video. I was doing a Preacher recap. Mm-hmm. I put nerdrotic.com on a lower third. Apparently you can't do that. And then I went and deleted the video. And, and if you delete the video, there's nothing to dispute. So 3 months, but there was like 150 subscribers. So like 20 of you missed me for like 3 months. It was okay. And 2 of those subscribers were both my moms. So if you're watching, hi moms. Yeah, I have 2 moms, long story. And but no, they're not lesbians. Not that it matters, but they're not. I'm adopted. But other than that, they've been really great here. I knock on wood, rarely get demonetized. I mean, I can't remember the last time I got demonetized, probably like a month ago, and they usually flip it and within a few minutes. So they've been pretty good, but it's a situation like this that can be used kind of like with the adpocalypse to, clamp down on YouTubers. And we were certainly making some headway. Jeremy was for damn sure with Captain Marvel, the impact Geeks and Gamers and World Class Bullshitters and EVS and that Star Wars girl had. And I did a video about it. Like it made Disney blink. It made them flex their muscle and assert their power over the Access Media, who kneeled and got in line. And we had a chat already mentioned that they're already starting to take aim at Shazam, projecting it for a $40 million weekend. Are you kidding me?
What?
No way. No,
that cannot be right.
No way. There's no way.
Saturday it's going to make that much. That movie has got tons of good word of mouth, and I can guarantee you it's going to be better than Captain Marvel. It would have to be a lot not to be better than Captain Marvel. Let me get to a couple super chats here, guys. And Josiah, where are you, man? Somebody find Josiah.
Let me get him.
I want him to get on. I love talking to him on you. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. Peter Davison and his lovely mum in Australia. Peter, how are you? Thanks again for the giant koala that he sent me. It's just a giant koala. I didn't know they can get that big. Hey, he doesn't eat very much. He sleeps most of the day. It's pretty cool. And you got him past customs. And, all that stuff that was inside him, I won't tell anybody about that. But I haven't slept since I got here. No, I'm kidding.
Real quick, Gary, you may get a kick out of this, but pretty good chance that I'm 4 away from 10,000 on my personal channel. So I'm going to be live with you when my personal channel crosses the 10,000 mark. So
it's all about the milestones when we get together. So
it is, man. Every time. So
dude, you got me over 40,000. So I owe you big time for that.
It's good
Peter,
stuff.
Peter, Australian $5. George William Russell saw the small folk. He wrote about it and other things in this book, The Candle of Vision, free online. There you go. The whole phrase where the small folk, I'll tell the story again real quick. I was reading a ton of Game of Thrones, so much so I started talking like I was all, mayhaps I'll break my fast this morning with my, my wife's like, what the hell are you? I'm reading way too much Game of Thrones. And that's where that came from. The Grand Inquisitor, $5. Hipster Spock says, I had a beard before it was illogical.
Yes. That's great. That's great.
Smugly sips shitty Vulcan pale ale, nerdrotic greater than Nerdist. Ooh, I love hearing that.
God,
that makes my day.
Nerdist is such trash now. It's pretty sad.
Yep, it is.
That Clark Gregg video set me off to where that was another video that never made it on because it was actually my first real rant. I was yelling and everything because not even at Clark Gregg. It was the smug and this guy's like the editor of the
Casey.
Nerdist. Yeah, that smug little at the end.
Yeah, dude, it's like, go fuck yourself, man.
The one who sold out his friend, you know, who got railroaded, right?
Whoa. Who do you sell out?
What's his name? Who's on Talking Dead?
Chris Hardwick.
Yeah, Chris Hardwick. They all sold him down the road when he had that accusation from his ex-girlfriend.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they freaking stabbed him in the back, and you know, that's the kind of dude he is. Whatever. And then him coming out and saying, "Oh, if you just don't like Captain Marvel, why don't you just switch off and talk something about us?" And
you have 11 other movies to go watch.
It's like, dude, I mean, like, you know, EVS, Jeremy, we flipped this argument. Hey, you know what? We're having a good time over here crapping on a movie. This is kind of what nerds do. This is fandom. So like I said, there's a lot of new people to fandom. Some of us have been around it for decades. This is the way it's always been. And you know what? You don't have to watch us. You can switch us off. But I'm right there. When I was watching your live stream when you're like, I'm going to do more Captain Marvel videos. I was like, yes. Yes.
No, the worst thing you could do, like, again, you know, if you have constructive criticism for me, I will listen. If you're just sitting there going, you're just hating on this movie and this is getting pathetic. Well, it's about to get more pathetic because I'm going to keep doing it. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. Now, if you want to say, hey, Jeremy, I appreciate what you've done for Captain Marvel. It's clearly, you know, it's helped your channel. It's helped a lot of channels. So good job with all that. Is there any way you can maybe talk about this topic? I'll listen to that all day long. I'll listen to that all day long. But if you're just going to cry because I'm talking about Captain Marvel too much, fuck you, you know, and I will continue to talk about Captain Marvel just to piss you off because you're here in my comments on a Captain Marvel video. So clearly it's doing something right. And what people don't understand, YouTube does not reward diversity of content. YouTube does not reward that stuff. YouTube rewards you being topical and you being like repetitive with your content. I mean, that's how it is. It's the nature of the beast. And you know, there are things like, I'd like to sit down and just maybe talk about my top 5 Mario Kart tracks. You know, I'd maybe get 2,000 views, you know. So Josiah's here.
And the best thing to do, and you said this before, is you put out those videos that pay the bills. Plus, you know, I'm passionate. You're passionate about that. I'll put out the Captain Marvel video, and then I can put out like an American Gods video or something like that in between it. That's how we do it. That's
Josiah's here.
Josiah.
Hello. Yeah, I'm trying to get my camera on right now. Did I hear American Gods?
You did. Season 3 confirmed.
Ooh, nice.
Hey, we hit 10,000 on my D-Day Cobra channel. Thank you, everybody. 10,000. Wow.
Well,
oh my God.
Done.
Nice.
And I mean, I know people sit there and go, look, well, he's got 100 and something thousand on. Like that. Geeks and Gamers is a lot of people have helped me build Geeks and Gamers. Yes, I'm the leader. I created it, but a lot of people have helped build that channel and build that brand. I'm proud of that for different reasons, but I hitting 10,000 subs to me on my personal channel is just it's the same as feeling as I had when I hit 10,000 on Geeks and Gamers. You know what I mean? Like it's a big milestone. It means a lot. So I really do appreciate it. So thank you.
I remember when you hit 10,000. I was working at Tesla.
Really?
Yeah. Comix Division is at 946 subscribers. If 54 of you kind people out there could just subscribe to Comix Division, my good friend, it would mean the world to me. It really would.
We're gonna make that happen.
Is it actually 54?
It depends on you probably see a higher count than I do. I'm on the outside of your channel. You're on the inside.
Yeah, I'm seeing I'm at 942 at the moment.
I see 946.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Now okay, we're gonna get in the weeds on here with real quick. YouTube is changing over to its new studio, so the old one is inaccurate now and will not be accurate from here on out. So you have to go into your new studio beta if you haven't already.
No, I've been using it.
Yeah, that's what's got the accurate count. So okay, Josiah is here.
Yeah.
Oh, there's your handsome face. What's up?
How's it going?
What's up, young man? How old are you, Josiah?
I am 25.
Oh, he is a youngster.
God damn, I'm old.
You're not. God, like you, oh my God. Yeah. You've only been able to drink for 4 years.
Yeah. I like to roll with the oldies. So yeah.
Yeah, you are. I lost my virginity before you were born, long before you were born. Jesus. Okay. All right. A couple super chats. Then I'm going to sprinkle them in. Then we're going to talk about James Gunn. Okay. Again, Grand Inquisitor, thank you for the brilliant super chat. Lubella, $2. Dark lipstick, way to make a woman look older. Ooh. It does. Crossbreed Azure, $2. Hashtag no homo. Hashtag all the homo. And one more. Joel Tumburo, $2. Come on. It was a special Cree celestial lipstick. Nice. Okay, we've got everybody here, and chat, we will get to you. I have not forgotten about you lovely people in the chat. Matthew Matson, what's up, my old friend? James Gunn has returned, and I think we all have different opinions on this. So
I know Josiah and I do, because like I said, he hit me up. He's like, me and you don't agree on this. I'm like, yes, I love disagreements.
Yeah.
So anyway, go ahead, Gary.
Okay, so let's start with I'll let you guys pick Josiah or Jeremy. Who wants to start?
Josiah, you've already kind of heard my thoughts on because I did my car video on it. So I want to hear.
I watched your video on it. Did you watch my video on it?
I haven't, because I just got home. So
cool. Well, that's okay, I guess.
But so I mean, and honestly, I've been thinking about it all day, and I've still got my opinion on this whole thing is evolving. But let me hear what you think, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I mean, my opinion on it it's still kind of consistent to when he was fired initially and stuff. Like I guess it just comes with maybe my faith as a Christian. Maybe it's just I don't know who I am, but I'm really big on redemption of people and all of that stuff. And I guess for me, I didn't think that he was fairly fired for what happened and stuff. I don't think that the things that somebody said 8 or 10 years ago they should be held accountable to those things if they've changed over the years since then. And obviously I guess we don't know for sure if he has changed or not, and all of that stuff. But according to what we know from the facts and all of that, we don't think. I mean, it doesn't look like that he still has the same behavioral patterns, at least not publicly, as he did back then. So I don't think that he should be held to those things that he said 10 years ago. It's kind of the same thing with Kevin Hart. I kind of feel the same way about the things that happened with Kevin Hart as well. I think it's just crazy that people are being condemned for things that they said so long ago. And, I'm not saying that I agree with the tweets that he made. I think that they're disgusting and wrong and all that stuff. And I totally think that. But it's not like this is like something that he's still doing to this day or anything. So I guess I look at it as he's changed his ways since then. And I think he should be given the benefit of the doubt on that. So,
okay. I mean, yeah, that's a totally fair way to approach it. And this is a slippery slope for me, because I'm the guy that says I'm not the thought police. And, we have too many people getting offended over what words people say, yada, yada, yada. And I've talked about this on, the channel about how I understand that this comes off as hypocritical. Spoiler alert, all humans are hypocritical. We just all are. There's not one person watching this that's not hypocritical in one way or another. If you can admit it, that's kind of the best you can do. And I'm self-aware enough to understand that there's a hypocritical nature to how I'm approaching this James Gunn thing. It comes down to this. I always kind of talk about normal people versus abnormal people. And I just don't think normal people joke about raping kids. I just don't think that. Like, that's just not a normal thing to do. Mm-hmm. And to the level he did it, across the amount of years that he did it, and the evidence out there is of so many things that he said. There's stuff about him anally raping his daughter. I don't even know if he has a daughter, but it's just like, that is just a different level. Now, I have heard people say, well, what's the, and this is where you start getting into the stupid Olympics when people start doing this, where they're like, well, so you can't joke about killing? Again, man, that's a totally different situation. You know what I mean? Like, killing is part of life. Raping kids is not part of life. You know what I mean? It just ain't, under no circumstance. So that's how I'm approaching it. Now, yes, he could have changed. He could have it's not fair for me to determine who thinks what's offensive. So maybe he doesn't think this is terribly offensive. Maybe he just has that edgelord nature to him, and he never saw anything wrong with it until he, got publicly ridiculed for it. I don't know. I mean, I can tell you right now, there's a lot of stuff I don't want people knowing everything that I've ever said, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he said it publicly. He said it on Twitter.
Yeah.
So then there's a side of it where I love Guardians 1 and 2 so much. Oh my God, I love these movies so much. And they are specifically great because of James Gunn. Mm-hmm. So it's a slippery slope, but I don't want to take too much time up. I know you had a question for me, Josiah, so go ahead.
Yeah, I guess this is kind of a question for all three of you. If you have more, I mean, I'm fairly new to Twitter, to be honest. But do you think, I mean, kind of looking at what Kevin Hart said, and him and James Gunn kind of had similar tweets from kind of the same time period. Do you think that like Twitter was a different environment back then as a whole, or?
Yes. I was on Twitter back then. I've been on Twitter since 2008, and I've been very vocal here that I got into a lot of trouble on it. That's why I had to leave it early.
Okay.
I was slinging. So I owned a comic shop, and anytime a writer was late and I saw them on Twitter, I was adding them going, you should really be writing your comic and not writing these stupid tweets because you're costing me money. And I would do. So I would get very salty. So and I was doing it right at Gail Simone, and Gail Simone's been doing this act for a long time, by the way.
Oh,
folks.
yeah,
long time. Yeah. So I had to back off when Mrs. Nerdrotic had to go. She was Mrs. Comic Outpost back then. She was like, you gotta back off because you're being a little weird on Twitter. I said, okay. So yes, it's always been like that. And at that time, which that was the humor that was going around, especially in the circles in Hollywood. And I know a couple comedians, and that's how dark they get in real life. And they are just joking. Yeah. But agreed with Jeremy that while I have laughed at some pretty dark stuff, that's not anything I joke about. Again, I don't mean to make any of you uncomfortable here, so I'm sorry, but it's my channel. So I'm open. I'm very open on this channel. I'm a grateful recovering alcoholic and addict. I was, and I've talked about it many times on live streams and for years and years in meetings. So I am very comfortable saying this out loud because it's really nothing to me anymore because I've way moved past it. And that's how we move past things, by forgiving people and moving on. And I was abused as a child, and not by my parents. And it's not something, that's why I don't joke about it. And that's why I haven't really gone and read those tweets, because I just don't really want to see them, but I've heard enough to know what they were. And that being said, if he has come out and truly apologized and there is no evidence of him doing any of the things he said he was going to do, and if any evidence comes out, my mind will change and I will have my torch and pitchfork ready to go. I think he deserves a second chance. America is the land of second chances. I was given a second chance in life. I wouldn't be talking to these wonderful people here on my live stream and you wonderful people here if that wasn't the case. I got a lot of trouble when I was young and paid the price. And right now I got a family and 2 kids, and I live a great life. And it's because of forgiveness and also, paying the price, but also forgiveness. So that I would be willing to do that. Not forgiving what he said. What you do is you forgive and you don't forget. And, honestly, the video I was going to put up today, and I decided to take it down because I was going to use Roseanne as an example. I'm like, well, I hope Roseanne's getting hired right after him. I didn't realize kind of what she had done afterwards. And listen, if she had just stuck with her apology, I would have stuck with that video completely.
Sure.
Roseanne looks like she needs a little help, but what she said, she shouldn't have gotten her fired. And I've always said that what James Gunn did 10 years ago, you know, if Disney wanted to fire him, that's cool. But like with Kevin Hart, I think people should just be able to joke about stuff. And I think once we've moved on as a society and we can joke about certain things, what James Gunn said, you shouldn't be able to work at Disney for that. I know it's trippy, but he should be able to say it all day long. If I was him, I would have scrubbed my Twitter, and you certainly can. There's ways to do it. So it's a tough one, but I am all about forgiveness. And if I read his apology, he looks like he's, and it doesn't look like he's that person anymore. And knowing the people he used to run with back then, the Lloyd Kaufman people, and there's some dark folks, and there's a lot of that going on, but it is just humor. Now there is other things going on in Hollywood that I really don't want to get into, but we all know what they are. Bryan Singer, smoke where there's fire, where there, man, that's a whole, maybe that topic will get blown off someday too. I think with the whole Time's Up Me Too, it's kind of just curious how nobody listened and believed the Corey Haim. So
yeah, that's a huge issue right there.
But that being said, that's where I'm at. Sorry, that was a little long, but that's where I'm at with James Gunn. That was what my video was going to be, was like, sure. I mean, he did pay a price. And I believe, though, this is kind of, and here's the cynical side, it's total bullshit. They were going to hire him anyway. There was a backroom deal. Yeah. They're like, we're going to fire you in about 6 months. And has it been 6 months, 2 years, 6 to 8 months?
It's been a little over 6 months. Yeah.
A little more. They were going to bring him back, and well, here he is. So
that's actually what I was going to mention. I'm pretty sure this was all strategic before he was quote unquote let go. I'm pretty sure they said, we're going to fire you. We're going to wait for this to blow over, and then we're going to bring you back. So none of this comes as a surprise. Gary, I'm with you. I don't think he should have been fired. The thing that annoys me is that I'm pretty sure Disney knew James Gunn's past. And the fact that they didn't tell him, look, dude, go delete these tweets before somebody makes a big deal out of it, was dumb. They should have sanitized his Twitter account years ago.
Definitely. Yeah.
I got a question for the panel. And then we'll get a couple more super chats. Do you think, because I do, because I'm jaded, that a little teeny percentage of this might have had something to do with Brie Larson's act, and they're like, oh crap, she can't be the future of the Marvel universe. We really need James Gunn back.
I think the announcement definitely, the timing of the announcement has to do with Captain Marvel and the controversy. I think that, honestly, I mean, look, there's a lot of criticism going on around Disney right now, rightfully so. But let's not dismiss the fact that this is a very smart company and a very savvy company. They clearly didn't handle this, though, well, the James Gunn situation. I don't know how you can fire him, then have another meeting with him several weeks later with Alan Horn, only to then say, yeah, he's not coming back. It doesn't fit our company policy standards, whatever, yada, yada, yada. And then all these months later, bring him back. But with that being said, I feel like this decision was probably made about a month or two ago, and they were waiting for the right moment to make the announcement. It's just obvious, like Avengers trailer out of nowhere right after Captain Marvel releases, and then the James Gunn announcement the next day. They're trying to get the heat off of Captain Marvel. That's what they're trying to do.
Hands down. Yeah.
So,
and the access media fell in line. The articles were everywhere, and oh my god, it's so obvious at this point.
If you don't think they don't pay attention to the YouTube trends, you're crazy.
I'm pretty sure they do.
And they wanted to go these freaking YouTube trends, man. We've got to get them off of this Captain Marvel stuff. Let's drop the James Gunn bomb on them, because they're gonna go crazy over that one. And
especially with the second weekend coming up, and I think they have a feeling, or maybe they kind of have some estimates that this second weekend isn't going to do very well or something. So they kind of padded the news for this weekend with this James Gunn thing and all of that too. So.
Oh, that's good. I'll wait till Monday to talk about the James Gunn thing. I'll still focus on Captain Marvel in between.
Oh man,
I had to look up the big word somebody had in their super chat. California, publicly educated here. Okay, so North American Vikinger for $5. As a classic liberal, my rules: James Gunn does not get fired. However, their rules, he does. I'm okay with Gunn's return. Now for some reciprocity. Reciprocity, everybody.
I would have never known what that meant. So.
Yeah, I don't know what that means either. So
I have an anthropology degree, so I know what it means.
So what's it mean, big brain?
It's basically sharing between two different groups.
There you go. Mutually beneficial.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the practice of exchanging things with others for mutual benefit, especially privileges granted by white people. I mean, no, sorry, by one country or organization to another. There you go. So way to go with the big words there, Vikinger. The Price is Right review, $5. Nerdrotic, Geeks and Gamers, Josiah, and Comix Division. What more awesomeness can we ask for? Oh man, it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy right now.
I'm pretty excited to be here. Seriously,
I am too.
Yeah,
this
is good people. This is good. This is a good group of people right here.
Yes, it is. TK, $20. TK, thank you. This is for the amazing independent creators on this stream. Love being able to turn on a channel and see honest dialogue. Thank you all. Thank you, TK. And you, again, make it possible. And that is the beautiful thing of YouTube. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, in the streaming wars and all the stuff that's all, with TV getting better, movies having a bunch of problems other than the MCU and possibly DC. The one thing that never gets brought up is independent content creators getting huge. And I pointed out one of my videos. Yeah, sure. Captain Marvel did great. So did Geeks and Gamers. So did JosiahRises. So did Nerdrotic Channel. So did that Star Wars girl.
Nobody did better than her. She killed it. She killed it, and I'm so proud of her. She gained over 40-something thousand subs through all of this, and
holy smokes, that's awesome.
Yeah,
she 1,000 a day.
Yeah, she one day she got over 4,300 subs in a day.
Oh my God. Christ.
Now everybody wants to look at Geeks and Gamers in my channel and go, "Oh, Jeremy's got the big channel." I've never gotten 4,000 subs in a day. I've never gotten that. Incredible. And
amazing.
She's great. So
well deserved too, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. No, she's super nice too. She's good people.
Yeah,
she is.
Okay.
So real quick, I just want to say, and this is going to be completely out of left field, but Triple Frontier on Netflix. Watch it. It's really awesome. I don't know if you've seen this. This is the movie with Ben Affleck and Charlie Hunnam and Oscar Isaac, and it's great. Like, I didn't even know it existed, and I just opened Netflix and I'm like, wait, what the? Ben Affleck and Jax from Sons of Anarchy and Poe Dameron are in a movie? How have I never heard of this? It just came out like the other day, and I really enjoyed it. So there you go. There's your Netflix recommendation.
So have you heard of Polar? That's a really fucking cool and trippy movie.
Which one?
Polar.
Who's
yeah, I've heard of it.
It has Mads Mikkelsen in it, and he plays this hitman. It's freaking really cool and bizarre because they also have like these younger hipster hitmen, which is absolutely hilarious. But it is a trippy movie. It's really cool.
I'll check that out.
Unfortunately, I'm looking at Polygon's review of this, and I could not disagree more. So this movie, Netflix just drops movies, and if it becomes popular, I totally disagree with this. Netflix thriller Triple Frontier touts one of Ben Affleck's most impressive performances. This might be the last great bro action movie. I totally disagree. I think there will be a huge comeback of this once all of this garbage.
Really so,
it'll the pendulum swings both ways, and we will get stuff like that again.
And I think I need to make a video on this movie for Geeks and Gamers, because that's the thing that stood out to me about this movie. Is it was a bro movie, and it was a movie that was like, it was a guy's movie. It didn't have all the political bullshit in it. It was about some dudes doing some dudes shit, and it was awesome. And there was no it didn't feel like there was social justice, casting in this movie or whatever. It didn't feel like they're like, oh, we shouldn't do that. That'll be offensive. It just felt like, hey, let's make a fucking badass movie. And that's what they did. So
I'll have to definitely check that out, because it seems like it's been a while since we've had a good bro movie. So
yeah, I am going to do a toxic masculinity review of a Triple Frontier for Geeks and Gamers.
So make sure you're wearing a tank top.
I'm gonna drive
a
around.
wife beater with like a beer stain on it.
Yes.
Honestly, I need to. I'm gonna here. Hang on. This is what I'm gonna wear. Hang on. I'm gonna wear this right here. I'm gonna drive around in my 300ZX, and I'm gonna make Star Wars great again. I'm gonna wear my Make Star Wars Great Again hat, and I'm gonna review a movie about bros being bros. So there you go.
Nice.
So,
I have to give you mad compliments. I had a 300ZX at one point.
nice. Yeah, I've got a 91, and I love it. It loves gas too. It loves a lot of gas. My God. Oh my God. Huh?
I said, oh my God, yes. I think that thing gets like 19 miles.
No, mine gets like 12. So
holy shit.
Wow. It is bad. Wow. I just bought it. So, I mean, I had a 1990, and I because all these car videos I'm doing, people love the car videos, and my 1990, I'm going to have to do a lot of work to it to get it really where I need to get it to drive it consistently, like long distances. So I'm selling my 90, and I found a 91. I got a good deal on it, and it's twin turbo, completely redone. I mean, it's only got 90,000 miles on it.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's sexy. So,
hey, I was listening to your car video in my car. So when your turbo kicked in, it hit my subwoofer, and it was all. Yes, yeah, it was great. It was great.
Awesome.
I am getting. Look, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm getting. It moved a bit just now when you said that. It moved just a bit. I'm getting a little woody right now. All right. I'm sorry. I'm bringing late night Geeks and Gamers talk over here. I'm sorry.
There we go. So, it's all right. It's all good here. I don't drive cars. So I drive like I have an FJ Cruiser. So I love my FJ Cruiser.
Okay. I'm so happy that you mentioned that the turbo kicked in on your. Oh, it's so
the
good.
woofer, yeah, and it just went. It was great. I was like, oh man, I wish you could hear that.
I'm so excited right now.
That's the one thing I really like about that car, man. When you're driving it, it's like you kind of become one with it because you can feel everything. It's like I wouldn't even have to look at my speedometer to know to switch gears because you could literally.
Oh yeah, you can feel it. You could feel it.
Extension of the body.
Yeah, today was a complete ego boost for me all together. So I was with my daughter. We were, I believe, where did we stop? In Crestview, Florida. And because she wanted to go to Whataburger. So we stopped at Whataburger. We're eating at Whataburger. And I'm sitting there, and some guy comes up. He goes, are you Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers? I'm like, yeah, man. And he goes, dude, I can't believe I'm meeting you. I'm like, it's cool, man. You know, he was so nervous. And I was like, no, it's my daughter. He goes, oh, hi. And she's like, you know, texting her friends, like, my dad is famous, you know. And this is the first time since you were like 6 that you thought I was cool, because you haven't thought I was cool in a long time. So yeah, man, and he jetted out, and I was like, yeah, I sent a tweet out, and I'm like, dude, I don't know who he was, but I said I met some guy, he's a big fan, and I said if he's reading this, he didn't have to leave, man. You could have hung with, and he was on Twitter. He goes, dude, I was so nervous, man. He commented, you know. So
I had no idea that there was actually Whataburgers outside of Texas.
Yes, there are. Unfortunately, there's no In-N-Out burger, which is what I really want, but I do love me some Whataburger.
There's an In-N-Out burger 2 miles that way.
We got them a couple years ago. Still haven't tried it out.
I've never had In-N-Out. Yeah.
In-N-Out burger this might be my favorite live stream ever. We're talking about cars, porn, and In-N-Out burger. Anyway, so but
I might have to change the metadata.
That's it. We're doomed. We're gonna get the red screen of death or whatever.
But yeah, man, In-N-Out burger. If you haven't tried In-N-Out burger and you have the ability, please go do it. In-N-Out is amazing. Locked the Cole says In-N-Out is overrated. No, you're overrated. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna insult your audience, Gary.
We just finally got Chick-fil-A up here not very a year ago for
hang on, Matt. So. Well, Matthew Matson says In-N-Out is not the same outside of Cali. Now that's interesting because I've only had In-N-Out inside of California when I'm in California. I've never had it anywhere else. So that could be interesting when I hear people say it's overrated. They may have not had it outside of California, or they may have had it outside of California. But sorry to interrupt you, Josiah.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah. I'd like to try it though, for sure.
The only place that I've had that's better, and I think it's still in LA, but it's expensive as hell, is a place called The Counter, where you build a burger that costs $35, but it's good. It's worth every penny, but it's really expensive. Okay, I got to read one tweet from David Button. Comix Division sounds like Will Wheaton. He is with testicles. He's like Will Wheaton with testicles.
But yeah, the big difference is I'm a man.
So apparently Comic Cast 2 called me out. I don't know. I don't know much about this guy.
Oh, really?
So,
oh,
yeah,
you gotta
apparently,
make a video.
I don't know much about this guy, but
How did he call you out? In what?
I don't know. I got a tweet about it, a private message, so I haven't watched it. Like I said, I just kind of got home when I hit you up, and this Comic Cast 2, I've heard of them. I think this is a big channel, but I don't remember.
They have 468,000 subscribers. It looks like.
They put out a bunch of 3 to 4 minute videos with basically any rumor ever told about anything MCU. They do a video on, they do a short video on, they put out 4 videos a day. Really
is it a pro MCU channel?
Very pro MCU.
I can almost guarantee you this is him probably laughing because of James Gunn getting rehired and trying to throw shade at me over it. And again, I don't care. Like here's the thing. Like, this is what people don't understand about me. You can't beat me. Okay. I'm still happy because I love Guardians of the Galaxy. So it's not like I'm sitting around like an SJW crying in a corner because Trump won. Okay. Yeah. I still get the third movie of a trilogy that I'm in love. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, I thought James Gunn deserved to be fired based on what happened, but he's back now. What am I going to do about it? I'm not going to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not like my feelings are hurt.
Same thing goes here. Star Trek Discovery gets season 3, and it's like, oh, awesome. Job security on YouTube is a good thing.
Yeah.
Seriously. That's the thing that these people don't get. It's like we get random comments, and it's like, oh, this one was pretty funny, and I'm not going to go with the whole political thing, but somebody was basically saying, lock her up in my comments today. I'm like, why? What does it have to do with my freaking video? It's so weird what people get triggered over.
Yeah.
And they think that, it's going to piss me off. It's not. I find this shit hilarious. It's funny the fact that you've gone out of your way to basically shit talk me. I find it fucking hilarious.
Me and Mrs. Nerdrotic are going to start reading some of the comments towards us in bed, especially the ones calling me an incel.
That's great, dude.
Yeah,
that's great.
I'm like, incel. I mean, like, your insult has to be somewhat factual to land. Like, face. You have a face I want to punch. Okay, yes, definitely. Bearded or stupid bearded guy, like a Red Letter Media said.
Yes, you neck beard.
Hey, that was, by the way, props for getting mentioned on Red Letter Media.
Hell yeah,
friend.
man.
Yes.
Yeah. It's been great.
Right.
It's been great.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, again, any acknowledgement of my existence means I win. And people are like, this isn't a good thing that they made. Red Letter Media, like, any mention from Red Letter Media is a good mention. It's not like, what Red Letter Media wasn't doing? You know what they weren't doing? They weren't mentioning me when I had 800 subscribers and nobody gave a damn about me. There wasn't Reddit threads going on about me where people were just like inventing shit. People said I had my old crew locked in a basement. Like, that's what they said. And I'm like, that is fantastic.
Oh my God.
So
when
and the funny thing is, Josiah has been on my team. Like, he's been through all of this. And we talked about that thing where it was trying to expose Jeremy about all the stuff. They're like, about how I've grown my channel. I called Josiah. I'm like, dude, can you believe this? Like, they're just making shit up. It's great. Go ahead, Gary.
I was just gonna say, when I'll say his name now. I don't care. Mrs. TARDIS Reviews did an entire video about me. I was like, yes, yes,
dude. You hit the big time. You get the shit talking videos made about you.
Yeah. Hey, look, me and he was in the chat earlier. Odin's movie blog was in the chat earlier, but we got mentioned by iDubbbz. You guys know who iDubbbz is?
No, what's iDubbbz?
iDubbbz has 6-point-something million subs.
Really?
Yeah, iDubbbz is big.
Oh yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
iDubbbz is huge. Like, he's YouTube royalty, man. And iDubbbz has destroyed people. Yeah, then the fact that me and Odin were featured in his, because it was over the James Gunn stuff where he was kind of talking about like thought police and stuff like that. And he used a clip of me and he used a clip of Odin's movie blog, and I'm like, bro, that is amazing. Yeah. And I even made a response video on it, and I said, yeah, it's hypocritical of me. Yeah, that's what I'm a human. I'm a human being. Mm-hmm. So I like iDubbbz though. So
cool.
Yeah. I saw Rome Hater in the chat. You said something that he says Orville is renewed. I'm not seeing any news on that. I could be missing it, but a person in my chat, my live stream. Sorry guys, give me a second on this. Last live stream, who was my 35th subscriber. He is in the know. I'm not going to say his name. Said the Orville is indeed getting renewed. You could take it to the bank, folks. I don't know if the announcement came out now and it's still in the rumor stage, but it's getting renewed. So don't worry. We will be getting a season 3 of Orville. Yeah, let's get to a couple more super chats there because they're, oh my God, they're piling up. I'm sorry, folks, but I mean, like, this is good conversation.
It's really hard. It's hard to manage a full panel and super chats. It really is, because really just you want to make sure you're acknowledging them for the people in a timely manner, but you don't want to ruin the flow of conversation. So I feel you. All yours. Gotcha. Sorry.
But you guys, no, it's okay. And they're all understanding. These are all seasoned veterans of live streams, and they absolutely understand. B. Castellata for Canadian $2, eh? Lipstick, SJW super weapon, got fans to defend Brie. Yes.
That's the irony, right? Is the fact that we're all defending Brie Larson now, which is
yes. That's all it took. Put some lipstick on.
Oh my God, a woman's wearing lipstick. I'm outraged.
It's a weird world we live in.
Seriously, man, that's
Raymond Hengehold. Is that how you say that? I'm sorry. Please tell me how to pronounce your last names if I mispronounce it. $4.99 super chat. If Thanos slapped Miss Marvel with the Infinity Gauntlet, would people get mad? Also, I think Miss Marvel. I like how he says Miss Marvel. I think Miss Marvel will make 1 billion. What do you say? Very possible. Yeah, it's possible. It's halfway there. But we'll see how this weekend will tell the story.
It's only sexist after slapping her. He says, "Get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich."
And he keeps calling her, if he calls her Missy Marvel, or I love how he's called it Miss Marvel though. The DJ D Show, our good friend and Wrench, and he's got a channel. Please go check him out. What's up, my friend? Hail Gary, hail Comix. Hi, Jer Binks. Jer Binks, Mario Quartz. Oh boy.
DJ's been around for a long time on the Geeks and Gamers channel, and the good old Mario Kart with a C, which turned into a Q, which turned into every letter not K, because they just refused to spell it correctly, just to piss me off. And I felt very offended. I was literally shaking. I bought a pink pussy hat and I protested. So,
yeah.
Were you shaking so much that caused an earthquake?
I was shaking so much that I literally saw orange, and it reminded me of Trump, and I got really scared.
Orange man bad.
Enjoy bad pancakes at Denny's after the show. Sub to Geeks and Gamers. He had a small chan. A small chan? Well, I don't know that. DJ D Show, you're wonderful. And I listened to your Wolfman Jack this morning at the gym. Eric Lynch sucks. Well, damn. Sorry. $2. 3 YouTube greats on 1 podcast. Love it. Yeah. And Comix Division. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'll take the compliment. I will take the compliment.
Comix Division is
I was going to say that was probably directed towards me, if anybody.
Hey, so I'll break a little news story for you real quick, a Geeks and Gamers news story if you want. So, because Gary's going to be involved in this, so he doesn't even know it yet, but it's indirectly anyway. But I'm going to create, I've got to talk to my webmasters about it. I'm going to create a section on geeksandgamers.com, and it's going to be all of the Geeks and Gamers channels on YouTube. And so we're going to just put links and pictures of all these channels: Geeks and Gamers, Odin's Movie Blog, JosiahRises, Nerddrotic, World Class, EVS, That Star Wars Girl, Mindless Entertainment. We're going to give prominent features to all of these channels on the website. So people know if you're here to support Geeks and Gamers, you need to be supporting all of these channels as well. Because if Geeks and Gamers has 100,000 subs, everybody needs to have 100,000 subs. That's always been my mentality. Everybody. So so we're working on that. Plus the forums, which I will go ahead and give the official name, which for the old school people, they're going to know this one. But the forums will be live hopefully by Sunday, and they are going to be called the Geek Boards. So it's the Geek Boards on geeksandgamers.com. Forums for all of you. You're not going to be silenced over there unless you talk bad about Mario Kart, and then I will ban the fuck out of you. But outside of that, all of your opinions are welcome. Even Josiah's really bad opinions on movies outside the MCU. So,
you mean like Dunkirk?
Like that Aladdin trailer.
Yeah, I mean, I could watch Blue Will Smith all day. That's for sure.
Dang.
Biffy Tannen says Double Dash is overrated. Biffy Tannen. If this wasn't Gary's channel, I'd say something right now.
Oh, you can say it. It's okay.
I'm just going to Biffy. I'm just curious. Since your mom and dad got a divorce, are they still brother and sister, or did that break that part up too?
Woo, all right. Love it. I gotta say hello to a couple of YouTubers in the chat. Besides DJG Show, who's our wrench. Odin's movie blog is in here. Odin is awesome. Him and his beard. You trimmed it though, man. So I think I kind of overtook you in length a little bit, but well, in the beard and in other things. But no, just kidding. But definitely subscribed. I'm joking. Odin's movie blog and Tom from Midnight's Edge After Dark and Rob are in here. Good friends, always breaking good Star Trek news, and you guys are vindicated every day that goddamn Star Trek Discovery airs. That piece of crap. Don't get me started on that.
Yeah, and Tom, I forgot to respond to you on Twitter. I think, let me see if I forgot. When you had that issue when the live stream got taken down, Tom sent me a picture of it and everything. And I just want to say I'm glad you got that situated, man. And if it did get situated, I was willing to do anything I could to help. So in the future, if anything happens, let me know if there's anything I can do. And the reason I do that is because hell, I might need help some point too. We're all going to need help. So we all need to stick together when things like that happen. When they had a live stream taken down for crazy reasons. And so we all need to stick together in those situations. It's very important. That's why I say, like, there shouldn't be division among YouTubers. Like, I don't care if we agree, disagree, or whatever. Like, we all are on the same team here. Like, we're all need to band together, because we all, whether we agree or disagree on substance and movies and political pandering and all that, we all have to deal with YouTube. And when we are all going to need each other at some point, we need to stick together. So even if you don't like each other, it's still, man, it's more important to stick together. That is just a fact. And there's people that are never going to listen to that. But so I'm just glad that they got that situated.
Yeah, me too. And if you guys don't know, real quick, Andre was doing a review. I mentioned in my last video, was doing a review on the 6th. And he had gotten to see Captain Marvel early, and right when he got to the political portion where he started talking about, spoilers and a little bit of the politics that were going on in the movie, according to Andre. Andre's a good dude. The live stream got cut off and a copyright strike.
Wow. No fucking way.
Pulled off the air. So that
was the embargo lifted at that point?
It was lifted at that point, and don't tell me you put that together with Rotten Tomatoes, with this funky seat thing, with the mainstream media falling in line. I just did a video. Yeah, Disney flexed its muscles, and a lot of people went, yes, Master Mouse, I bow to you, and I bend the knee, and that is too powerful of a company, and that was just over a goddamn mediocre movie.
Well, I actually have some more information. I don't know if anyone's up to speed on what the whole ghost screening thing is.
Not 100%. What do you got?
Okay, so actually, I got this from two different sources. One was a guy who watched my video and brought it up. He did a video about it. I watched it. I Googled it. So what ghost screening is, basically, it's where usually a distributor is going to go and buy a bunch of tickets. And they use that as a marketing expense. Typically, with a big tent pole like Captain Marvel, the box office, 90 to 96% of the box office proceeds is going to go back to the studio. Everyone was saying 50. Englentine is the one who confirmed that because he used to be a movie theater manager. So he was very familiar with the practice. And this gets rolled in basically to the marketing costs of the film. So they lose literally nothing at this point. I've heard that it is illegal. It is, I guess, a form of fraud, but I don't think a lot of companies have been busted. But what happened with Ip Man 3, it happened in China and there was some fallout, but I haven't heard, I wasn't able to find anything regarding that in the States.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
I believe it. I mean, it's in the realm of possibility. I mean, there is Jeremy brought it up. There's the question: why didn't you do this with John Carter or Mars or Tron or with a movie?
They probably did. I don't know how widespread this practice is. It is pretty dodgy. And again, do I have like concrete proof that this happened? No, I don't. Is it a possibility? Does a dog piss on a fire hydrant? Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's a possible.
Well, listen, I can answer my own question though, to an extent. So why didn't you do this with John Carter? Why didn't you do this with the Lone Ranger? This has far bigger implications than those movies. Those movies were one-offs. This is connected to something so much bigger and so much more important. So that's one aspect of it. So why wouldn't they do it with other movies that have obviously underperformed? That would be my reasoning.
Yeah, and I think with all of the backlash that this movie has gotten too, I think that if this is the case, if this is actually something that happened, Disney probably had to make some sort of point that they were still the ones in power over this whole thing. So
yeah.
Well, for all of us, taking on the MCU when the MCU has it has not made done anything wrong. It has been the shining example for the longest time. Now there's been little things here and there, especially in like Spider-Man Homecoming, but that was Sony. A little bit in Wasp and Ant-Man, but not much. I mean, really, it's been great. So for us to take on this giant and to even get that kind of that's why it's shocking to me. It's utterly shocking. And I play no part of this, but I definitely think Jeremy, Geeks and Gamers and World Class Build Shedders and EVS made an impact for sure. Especially when Campy is, referring to you every 10 minutes, not by name, but
he won't.
Yeah.
That's what betas do. They just do the passive aggressive shit. And
did you guys see that he's back on Twitter now too?
Is he? Did he return? Did he finally
padlocked though? So
did he untuck it and finally learn to be a man again?
No. His profile is padlocked. So yep.
Okay, I need to make a quick clarification. So RoboBrain is asking me, what do I mean by 96%? Okay, so typically, if it's a not a big tentpole film, 50% of the box office proceeds goes back to the studio. With a huge one like Captain Marvel, probably Infinity War, stuff like that, the 90% of that income from the box office goes back to the studio. Where the theaters actually make their money is concession. It's the reason why it costs $16 freaking for a small soda.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. That's true.
Okay. I'm right now. Are we getting any numbers? I was just going to look and see if we got some Friday numbers in.
We're almost up to 1,000 viewers. So smash that
nice
melee button if you don't mind. Simple request. Very simple guy. Gary is an extraordinary guy. I'm just a simple guy. And,
no, I'm
pretty simple. You're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, right?
Oh, I think you hit 1,000 subscribers.
No, I'm over. I'm over now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like
cool.
It's
awesome. Congrats on that.
Congratulations.
Good job. Congrats.
Thank you. Thanks everybody. Thank you so much.
In another 7 months, you'll be monetized.
We lost Gary.
We lost the host.
Yay, we get to run the show now. All right. So, Gary, I have big problems with Gary. I really do. This guy is a work. I tell you. We need to completely just get rid of him because he's trash. He's garbage.
No, he's back.
Gary.
What the hell?
I heard he doesn't wash his beard.
We didn't say anything bad. We didn't say anything bad.
No, I was like, oh, how come I'm demonetized now? No, I was trying to like close out a window and I closed myself out.
Nice
I'm a
going,
rookie YouTuber.
Hey, dude, at least you're not like Englentine posting, the link to the actual live stream for people to get in, like on Twitter, like you did a couple of times.
Dude, those made for the best live streams though, because you got all kinds of people,
random people showing up.
Yep. Okay, so let's read a couple super chats.
By the way, Englentine, I love you, dude. You're awesome.
William $4.99. Disney sissing shill media on fans is disgust or is it sissing? Sicking. Okay, sicking. Sorry. I say it was supposed to be a K. Disney sicking shill media on fans is disgusting. Disney acts like Polly from Goodfellas to the fans. Don't like my movie? Fuck you, pay me. Loquacious Primate, $10. Weeks come and go in some strange times when fandoms are split and agendas which don't seem quite right. But Gary's here at the end of each week with Q in sight for us fans with Friday Night Tights. I know I was supposed to read that as a rhyme, but thank you, Loquacious Primate. I don't know cadence. Again, high school dropout. So, but Loquacious Primate, thank you for the $10.
Same here, by the way.
Hey,
Same here.
Look at a couple of high school. Look at us now. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Yeah. I'm proud of you, buddy. I'm proud of you. And they'll come after me like for a while there. These idiots were trying to use that against me. They're like, "Oh, he's just a high school dropout." Like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm more successful than you. So how do you feel about that? You
There's
stupid
a lot of smart
bastards.
people who are high school dropouts. That's dumb.
Yeah, well, you're talking about these people that call everybody racist and sexist, so they were using me being a high school dropout like I was going to be scared of that, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm actually proud of that, to be honest with you, because I dropped out of high school. I lied on every job application and said I graduated, and they never checked. And so it was like, what was the point? I mean, unless I was going to go to college, which was never going to happen. I was never, no offense to anybody that's went to college and has, benefited from that. I have no problem with that. I'm just saying for me, it was never in the plan for me to go, you know what? I need more school and I need to pay for it to go. That was never, ever an option for me. School just didn't work for me after a certain point because, the structure, it's almost like in the Dark Knight Rises, where structure becomes shackles. So I am not good with being limited or controlled in that environment. So, all right, tangent.
No, and that's why YouTube worked for you. It's like it's really beneficial to stuff like that. And again, I'm the same way. No offense to actually, I want my kids to go to school, but I'm glad I didn't. My wife didn't. I love retelling my wife's story because it's bad. She want to talk about a strong whammon. She moved to San Francisco a year after the earthquake. Okay, it was 1990. She had $150. She worked in a sandwich shop. She went to like this crappy little beauty school in Oceanside, California. That it's still there, but it's crappy. And she owns her own business now. We bought a house here in San Francisco, and this is off of a woman who got here with $150 and a couch, and she couldn't live there forever. She had to make her own way, and she is killing it now.
That's
my
awesome.
Favorite story. Yeah, I'm so proud of my wife. That's
and awesome. Speaking as someone who actually has a college degree here, as I look down my nose at you, it's a fucking waste. It is a complete fucking waste. Everybody, I tell young people these days, go look into a trade. Don't get a degree. You don't need it. It's a big money sink. And I am very fortunate that I've never had any student loan debt.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. You win just for that. Big time. I still have friends from college that are paying off their college. It's really
I'm going to dish a dark secret for all of you guys.
Oh, no. Don't do it. Don't do it, Josiah. No. You got to keep the Christian, white, straight male thing. Don't tell them you're gay. Don't do it. All right, go ahead.
No, this will actually fit perfectly with my white Christian maleness. I was actually homeschooled. So there you
that's
go.
obvious.
And
is that why you're so socially awkward?
And I actually stopped homeschooling when I was 16 because I had a full-time job. So I was actually an ice cream maker for many years and stuff. I don't know, Jeremy might remember that. I was still making ice cream when we met and stuff. So I actually worked in a factory job, and I basically just saved up money and all that stuff, and put a lot of it towards, learning skills and careers and all that stuff for filmmaking and all that. So, and I never went to college either. So yeah.
And he's 25. Look at him. That's great.
That's awesome.
See, yeah, it's not a death sentence to not go. Believe me.
Yeah.
If you, it's still, for now anyway, if you work your ass off, benefits will come. They will. Sometimes it does help to know people. I won't lie to you there, but not on YouTube. Not on YouTube. Watching Jeremy's rise, I'm telling you, this channel here has been inspired, and now it's great that I am friends with some of the people who inspired me. World Class Bullshitters inspired me. Jeremy inspired me, and now I get to talk to these people. It's great, and
that's pretty cool.
We're just dudes. We're just guys surrounded by action figures. Yeah.
It is. It's great. I mean, I remember a year and a half ago, man. I'd see a YouTube channel with 15,000 subs, and I'm like, how did they do that?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Never get there.
Yeah. I mean, it was just amazing they thought of that. And I still haven't, again, I still don't really view Geeks and Gamers or myself or whatever in any light or nothing like that. Because again, when you're in the thick of it, like you don't feel confident, you don't feel like there's no job security in YouTube, but because you because of the YouTube kind of, the way that they're structured. And I get it, man. YouTube is such a mammoth at this point. I don't know how you would run YouTube. I don't think they know how to run YouTube. I don't think they understand the algorithm. I don't think anybody does. It's kind of like Tim Pool said on Dave Rubin's show, where he was kind of talking about like YouTube can't really be controlled. Like the best videos, the topical videos, they get seen, it's just how it is. Like, yeah, they can control little aspects of it, but this is a mammoth, man. I mean, this thing is enormous.
It's a runaway train.
And thankfully they're not as bad as Twitter. That's the huge thing. At least, people may get demonetized. Occasionally somebody will get banned, but it's not Twitter. Twitter is far fucking worse.
Twitter's not like Jack Dorsey.
Did you guys see the Tim Pool on Joe Rogan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, and Tim Pool actually gave me a shout out about a month ago, which was cool.
No way.
But,
that is cool.
Yeah. So, and yeah, that was a beautiful, beautiful, just systematic takedown that Tim did of Twitter. And you're right, Comix. It's just like, we can complain about YouTube a lot, but YouTube is, and Tim Pool said it, they're so much better than Twitter, like much better. They allow so much more. And honestly, like, you have the ability to like, when you have the ability to do what we can do on YouTube, and the fact that they're better about it, letting us speak than Twitter is, it kind of says a lot about YouTube, because we could do a lot worse could happen on YouTube by the ability we have than we can do on Twitter. But Twitter just silences people left and right. So, or not left and right. They silence people on the right. Anyway,
there are some things I am concerned about, because the CEO of YouTube was at South by Southwest. I guess it was this week.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah, she was talking to somebody, and she's like, I don't like my child watching Ben Shapiro videos. And she's like, why haven't you banned Ben Shapiro? She's like, unfortunately, that's the thing that scares me, is the unfortunate part. Unfortunately, I can't do it. He hasn't broken the rules. That's the thing that I find.
Wow.
Yeah. That word wasn't necessary.
No, not at all. Jordan B. Peterson and Ben Shapiro both were mentioned, and Tim Pool covered that on his channel, and I did not like that at all, man. That was very, very unnerving to hear that.
Especially
it's fucking Orwellian.
It is. And like, I'm not saying whose politics I agree with. I'm a complete centrist. Ben Shapiro is not controversial, folks. He's really not. He's like a pencil neck little nerdy geek. He's pretty harmous. He is to people like me and you. I mean, for them, he's a person that believes in what he believes in, and he will not default. And I don't agree with everything Shapiro says either. I love Shapiro though, but this is that line. I just said it, and
I regret saying it because I've said I'm going to stop doing that. I hate saying the line, I don't agree with everything they say. I don't agree with anything anybody says. And everybody else, like, I don't agree with anything that, like, we always say, well, I don't agree with everything they say.
But that's a sign of the times, though, man.
Yeah, I know.
This is where we're at. The fact that we have to have disclaimers for everything.
Yeah.
It's like, no fucking shit, I don't agree with somebody all the fucking time.
Like, we don't, all of us don't agree on everything. Like,
Nope.
and we're really, like, listen to this conversation, how great this flow of conversation has been. We've laughed, we've made fun of each other, we've joked, we've talked about things in our past, and we all get along. And none of us agree on everything because we're human beings. And I'm so tired of trying, I got to stop with that thing. Like, well, I don't agree with everything because nobody agrees with everything someone else says.
Yeah, you're right. And and that's the thing I've stopped saying, you know, like, of course I'm okay with a female lead. I've been saying that a lot. I'm not going to say that anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just forget it. I mean, if it's obvious just by the stuff I cover, you cover, but that's how they back us off, keep us off our feet. There's one thing I want to share here that Logan Michael, it's for the ghost screening stuff. He sent it here on Twitter, and I can figure this out without knocking myself off the damn stream this time. So this is tomorrow's showing at a draft house. I don't know what city it's in. If it's a draft house, it's got to be a major city. Those are all the available seats for tomorrow at 5 p.m. And that's a 2D showing. So, I mean, you know, I think the drop off is going to happen. How big? Yeah, we'll see what those numbers are like. That's going to be interesting. It really.
What was today? Let me look at what was today's numbers, because I haven't.
They haven't popped up yet. I just checked.
Okay. Really? I'm sorry. Yesterday's numbers reported today is what I meant to say. So
there
what
were
were yesterday?
9 million yesterday.
And what was So it went from 9 million on Monday. Was it 9 million on Monday, or was it 11 million on Monday? And then 14, and then to 9, and then let me pull it up. I want to look at it. I want to see what it's trending like. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll pull it up too. Well, hey, while you're doing that, I'm going to actually read some super chats.
Okay,
I'll pull it up. But yeah, go take a look at it. And where was I?
Wow.
Oh wow! Holy crap! I've got to get a little caught up here, folks. Summer led Samuel 17, $10. With time, all things change, yet stays the same. Yes, that is true. But I will also bring out my favorite Jim Morrison lyric from The Doors: "The future's uncertain and the end is always near." So, you know, just live life to the fullest. Thank you very much, Summer led Samuel 17. Trekker T. I like that name. 10 Canadian dollars with no comment and a cup of coffee. Oh, I'd love to have some Pete's coffee right now. Sounds so good. Silhouetted Animator, my good friend, $2. How do you react? How would you react if Goose the cat killed Thanos? That would actually be funny, but I would hate it. You know, like everything else. Listen, if it was a dude, if it was Adam Warlock, one of my favorite characters in the Marvel Universe, came in with his own movie, it was done the same way, and he comes in and gets the kill shot on Thanos, I'd feel the same way. It needs to be the OG Avengers.
Yep.
Period. And it looks like that's might be happening. The Cobra Viper, $5. Is Jeremy going to be a regular thing around here? Yeah, well, he's a new co-host because he's not doing anything. So we have Jeremy on as a co-host for Friday Night Tights. Crap, there goes the property values.
Where Cobra Viper, where have you been? I haven't seen you forever on my channel. Are you mad at me? Is that why you're asking? Because I haven't seen you forever. He actually sent me some stuff a while back, but I haven't seen Cobra Viper in forever on Geeks and Gamers. So maybe he's mad at me. I hope not. Last we talked, you were dealing with some stuff on that some flooding from that storm, if I'm not mistaken. So, but I haven't. That was long. This was months and months ago. Like, this is a long time ago. So Cobra Viper, let me know what's going on, man.
Thank you, Cobra Viper. I appreciate it. The Price is Right reviews, $10 for Neurotic as a Trekkie. If you are in space fights, you should check out. If you're into space fights, you should check out Star Trek versus Battlestar Galactica. No dialogue, just epic space fight. It's dope as hell, bro. I will check it out. Price is Right review. You know I love that shit. That's porn. That's my porn. Comic books and spaceships and wizards and the occasional drug deal gone bad. Jeremy, by the way, I so agree. I grew up from Monterey Bay, California, In-N-Out Burger all day long. I'm stuck in Illinois, but in the if they came here, I'll eat at McDonald's. I'll never eat at McDonald's ever again. That's how good it is. Yes,
it's amazing. It really is. It really is. Cobra Viper just super chatted again. No, just bad timing. Okay, just making sure, man. Just making sure.
Excellent. That's cool. Price is Right review, $5. Jeremy, as notorious as you are, wouldn't surprise me if you end up a Family Guy character. If that happens, wear that badge with honor.
Dude, 100%. 100% if that happens. Again, any acknowledgement of my existence, I'm good with it. Real quick, so got bad news for you guys. Captain Marvel is trending pretty well, comparatively speaking. I'm looking at the Wonder Woman box office for her Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The first Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday she faced, and then I looked at Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which had a 75% drop on its opening Monday compared to the 72% for Captain Marvel. So Captain Marvel is still trending pretty in line with those movies, actually slightly ahead of Guardians and just a hair behind Wonder Woman, but not much at all. So it's looking pretty good. I would say we're looking at 24, 34, 39, 40. We're probably looking at about a $60 to $65 million second weekend. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, power of the MCU brand. They
Yep.
can. We have said that. I have said this for a long time. I'm sure you did too. They could crap out whatever, and people will like it. And they haven't. I mean, listen, Wasp and Ant-Man. I'm one of the few. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. But people liked it, and they were entertained.
I liked it. Eventually, honestly, you put Evangeline Lilly in pretty much anything, I'm gonna like it. So
yeah,
I'm a fan. I liked her. I liked her in The Hobbit. I did, and I know people. That's probably sacrilege to some.
Hey, Lord of the Rings guy, come on, Lord of the Rings guy, Josiah.
That really hurts.
No, hey, listen, I know the Hobbit movies are crap, and I still love them dearly. I just do. I don't know.
I could not get past the first one. I was like, I'm fucking done.
I wanted to slit my wrists with a spoon after watching those movies.
I know they're crap, but I like them. So
I feel bad for poor Peter Jackson when he had to do that video where he's like, I have great news, everybody. We're splitting the second movie into two movies. You're just like, yeah, this isn't good.
Yeah, I mean, it was totally studio interference. With all that
absolutely.
Too.
Yeah. Guillermo del Toro and studio interference.
Yeah,
that Peter Jackson put together what he could, poor guy, and he just had his gastric bypass and he gained all his weight back. It sucks.
Yeah, it was a rough time for sure.
It was, but let's listen. Frighteners, one of my favorite all-time movies.
Oh, awesome movie.
Yeah, and Lord of the Rings trilogy is my favorite. That's my favorite thing in the world.
Too, man.
Right there. There you go.
I love Lord of the Rings so much.
God, I watch it once a month. So,
dude, that's awesome.
I've been kind of going broke. Those new 1/6 scales they've been coming out with. They're really random how they bring them out. I forgot the name of the brand now. It's Asper or something like that. Asperger's. I have no idea. And they cost like $300 a pop, but man, those things are awesome.
That's cool. Yeah.
They will be behind me soon.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, where was I? Jeremy is notorious. Jason, $5. Snoke comes back in episode 9, played by Brie the Block Larson. The Block. I want her and Mikey Spock to have a staring contest. Who would win? I don't know. Bella, $5. All burger joints tremble before Portillo's. Chicago-based, also in Cali and other states, and growing. Best guy food I've ever had. Not shilling.
I think Keemstar's drunk tweeting right now. I don't know what he's saying right now. You got to go to his Twitter account. I don't know what the hell this means, and nobody in his replies knows either. I don't know if you want to read what it says, Gary. You'll have to make that call for your channel. I don't know what he's talking about.
What the heck?
I don't know what this means. Look at the comments. Look at the replies.
What the hell? Okay, I'm trying to make. Okay,
You're talking about his pin tweet?
No,
Not
it's,
his-
no,
the
it's
one-
if you were
Oh
telling an
my
adult
gosh.
girl, it starts out with if you were telling an adult girl, and it's got the Avengers Endgame poster.
Oh, yep.
Okay, so
Holy
it
cow.
says here. I'll just.
I don't know
I'll
what
just
he's
share
saying.
it. What the hell? See what happens. Nobody at YouTube's paying attention right now, right?
Oh man.
Hang tight, folks. We don't know how much longer this stream will be on. I don't know if you can see it. I'll blow it up a little bit. Even if you're telling an adult girl to lick your, you know what, in DMs, and I got leaked, that would be hella embarrassing. But a 20-year-old telling a 15 and 14-year-old girls to lick your, you know what?
And then he's
Look
got
at
the
the
Avengers poster. I don't know what this means.
And the comments, I got to get down there. There we go.
Folks, this is why you don't drink and tweet.
Good plot, bad ending.
Thanos visibly confused. That's great.
A new Avengers poster. New Avengers poster. Me too. Thanks. Edit. Thanks for the gold. I'm lost. Keem, I reported you something about a YouTuber using a. Wait, I can't say that.
No.
There's Vince McMahon. What? That is brilliant. This
By the way,
made
I
no
love
sense.
By the way, I love Keemstar, dude. I'm a big fan, but this is hilarious. I don't know what the hell he's doing right now.
Sometimes, yeah, maybe he's just like so far ahead of us, we're just not getting it. I don't know. Maybe I got to look at the pictures.
Okay, this actually
Oh
made me
my.
think of something. Serious question, folks. What is the name of the porn parody for Captain Marvel?
Let's see. Is this a joke answer or is this a serious question? Like, is there one out there?
No, I'm not being serious. No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know if there was actually one out there.
No, I have no idea. If you were to name a porn parody that was about Captain Marvel, what would you call it?
I would call it. God dang, that's a good question, man. I'm on the spot now.
Too much wood on the face.
Captain Balls. I
would say I would have to. I'm gonna have to steal. I'm gonna have to steal it from what other people have saying. It's a hashtag is Captain Marvel has a fishy big opening. So.
Okay, so he's focusing on Endgame here.
I don't know what
maybe
he's
got
saying.
something to do with the hell he's talking about. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's maybe he's just light years ahead of us in the memeing and all that. And I just don't know what the maybe he just fourth dimensional chest memeing us, and like I'm old, so I cannot get it. Just go. I don't know. I'll have Josiah explain it to me once he figures it out, or my son, or something like that.
I'm racking my brain and I have no idea.
I'll have my 21-year-old take a look at it. He'll figure it out. He'll go, "Duh, Dad."
The comment, the replies were gold. Good plot, bad ending.
Yes.
Yeah, that killed me. That killed me.
Yes. Mickey Mouse is a Sith Lord, says Dragon Volder X, $2. Not so Ninja Joe, $4.99. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the movie, didn't Carol's powers come from the Tesseract and Infinity Stone? Couldn't Thanos reclaim that power with the Infinity Gauntlet? Yes. He could suck it right out of her. Okay, so I caught up with that one. Logan Michael, I tweeted you some pics. I showed him. Thank you very much for the $1.99. Joan of Arc 33 at Nerdrotic. When we expect a yellow nerd, when can we expect a oh Jesus fucking Christ, why'd you do that? My window just went over there. When can we expect a Nerdrotic t-shirt with the yellow geek glasses? Merchant would be nice. We can expect it before I leave to Italy. So like next week, I've got the design down so it doesn't but I am in the process of either, I don't know if I'm going to use Crypto Fashion or just say screw it and use Teespring or whatever. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll talk to Jeremy and see who he used. Tokyo Gaijin, 200 yen. Spock equals season 3. James Holden so pissed. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, Tokyo, but season 3 will be the last. You guys still with me?
Let's hope. Let's hope it's
Okay,
the last.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it will be the last. I wasn't sure because my window went, and I don't know if I just did a boomer and turned it off
still
again.
just sitting here trying to read Keem's thing. I think I'm starting to understand it because JG Wentworth just super chat. I guess I see where he's coming from. It makes still kind of, it's a stupid joke if that's what he's trying to say. But,
Gotcha. Maybe it left to mystery. It's more fun. It's
Keem's pulling a Nolan like a Inception ending on us. So.
There you go. I feel we are underestimating their shock from Solo. Episode 9 hasn't erased the black guy. They may have been more scared than we thought. 2 black guys bad. North American Vikinger, $5. Yeah, I for only the second time, I've watched pieces of Mahler's videos, but I watched and got really inspired. That guy's really fucking good. Mahler's part 2 on The Force Awakens review. I ended up staying up till 2 in the damn morning watching a bunch of his videos, and I'm like going to rethink how I do my Star Trek breakdowns now, because like I need to go back to school because I just watched The Master, and
he is the master. He is.
Whoa, God, yeah, he is just it's crazy how good he is. But yeah, those movies, I mean, I never liked them, but now I know why. So
I have not watched this Force Awakens breakdown as someone that defended the Force Awakens for a long time. I probably need to. Hey, I just need to go let my dogs out. So give me about 5 or 10 and I'll be right back. Okay.
It's okay.
All right.
Okay. And I'll get, guys, you mind if I get caught up on super chats real quick? I want to get back to you. So don't go anywhere, Josiah. Trekker T, Canadian $2. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And that never gets old, because as Jeremy is saying, and as Comix knows, and Josiah knows, sometimes we're sitting in our rooms at 2 in the morning editing videos, and it's just us and our underwear and our dogs or cats and loneliness. No, I'm just kidding. It's very sad. The Grand Inquisitor, $10. Nerdrotic and Geeks and Gamers. Y'all know you've been in a couple of Dave Cullen Computing Forever's videos about Captain Marvel. Yes. And
that was awesome.
I've been following him long before I found y'all because of the Culture War fandom menace for life. Yes. Dave Cullen, if you're out there, I've been a fan of his work for a long time. I know everything I know from Gamergate and all the drama around it from him.
Yeah, he's cool. He's really cool.
He's really, really cool, and he's welcome on this channel. I'd love to talk to him about Article 13. My God.
Oh yeah.
He's good. Just a really smart guy. And and not just because he shouted us out. No, he's like, his videos are smart.
Yeah, I also like the fact that he talks about the whole thing with social credit going on in China and how they're basically doing it here now. Yeah, and I think he does a great service. And I've been watching his videos even before. I was on YouTube for a long time, and I just didn't subscribe to people. I would just search him out, and he was one of the people I would search out. But thanks, Grand Inquisitor. It's good to see you, Grand Inquisitor. Alex McCarthy, $2. I went to college. I'm a professional house husband. And you're the smartest one of us all. Alex, hey, that's no shame in your game. There's no shame in anybody's game. If you are happy where you're at, that's the single most important thing. That the hardest thing it was for me to come to terms with it was with my kids. Honestly, I put so much expectation, and I'm like, God, I don't want to be like my dad in that sense. So like, and all of a sudden me and my kid get along great. So plus he's not in the house anymore, so that always helps. Gamer Gambit, $5. Disabled Vet here. Hey, thank you, my friend, for your service. Thank you. Here with a ton of education and no job. I program, build my own stuff now. Web developing. My YouTube channel is my way of keeping relevant. Check out Gamer Gambit, and that's the future. It's a gig economy now. I think it really is. Doing your own thing is now more possible as long as it's a digital thing, but it's really
possible out there. And now that I've done it twice, I've owned my own business, my own comic shop, and now I've done this, and it officially becomes a business next week. It's got its own set of holy shits, but it's freeing in a lot of ways too, right, guys?
Good.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. I see you guys are talking about Dave Cullen in the chat. Did his name come up?
Yes.
Yeah, he gave me a shout out today. So
Yes, he did. I saw the
Yeah.
video.
So I was
And,
like, yeah, it's awesome. So
Yeah, that's really cool.
well, he comments on my live streams every now and then, and
Oh, he does. Oh, that's
so
cool.
yeah, and
No,
so he's good. He's awesome though. He's awesome.
He is really awesome. Yeah.
and he's very dialed in to what's going
Mhm.
on. So if
Oh, yeah.
he is listening, he was in my comment section and I was too busy reading super chats and I missed him and I felt bad. But yeah, I really want to talk about Article 13 with him so bad, because that is a subject we all should be worried about. That could really, you want to talk about grinding our channels to a freaking halt. That thing could do it.
Jesus,
And it's
yeah.
and it is coming up, folks. I mean, in a couple weeks, that vote is coming up. So
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking scary.
it is.
And talk about Orwellian too. I don't understand how any fucking Western country could be for that. That is so undemocratic.
Exactly.
I'm going to read this real quick. I've got others to get to, and I will, but this is from the person who runs my Discord, which I'm barely on. I'm sorry, but Cato Roan is a good friend of the channel and one of my wrenches. Jeremy, if you're looking for somebody to integrate your forum with your Discord, I'd be happy to lend a hand, and I can say that Cato Roan is a good person to do that. If you're interested, I can give him a reference for sure.
It's Cato on Twitter.
Cato is on Twitter. It's not under Cato though. Cato,
Well, just shoot me a private message at DDayCobra, DDAYCOBRA, and tell me that it's you, or put some type of put stars around it or something. I mean, my inbox is so backed up right now, it's ridiculous.
yeah.
But I would love to talk to you about that. I would have to put you in contact with my webmasters and my forum mods, and ultimately, I'll let them make the final call, but I can definitely have a discussion with you for sure.
Smart man. Silhouetted Animator, $2. DCEU Superman could defeat Captain Marvel and Thanos. Thanos? The DCEU Superman?
No,
No. I
not
don't
a
think
DCEU
Thanos.
one.
Yeah, not Thanos.
The fun part is
Injustice,
that people
Injustice,
watch
Superman.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Injustice, Superman could.
Yeah, definitely.
Funny thing is, after watching Captain Marvel, it seems like she could beat anybody. So
yeah. I mean, she was definitely OP'd, but we didn't see the time travel stuff. Maybe that's coming though. I don't know.
I haven't read the article about it, but apparently Sam Jackson was misleading people
Yeah.
with that.
yeah,
Okay.
he was just making stuff up with that. Apparently.
Good.
So
The Cobra Viper, $2. Okay, we already said no, just bad typing. Cobra Viper, $2. Jeremy, you are still my favorite tool to troll.
Always happy to be here for that reason alone.
Almost caught up here, right? Okay, I'm almost caught up, guys. Matt Baldwin, $5 parody would be a plank of wood being hit with a hammer. The porn parody. Guy with pants, $5.99. If anyone feels the need to wash their eyes out from watching Captain Marvel, I recommend either Vampire's Kiss, The Room, or Samurai Cop. Samurai Cop, I can get behind. Samurai Cop.
Oh, I gotta check that movie out. I love Red Letter Media.
I do too. Jason, $2. Crapton lard balls. Crapton lard balls. That's close.
Captain Gargles was pretty funny.
JG Wentworth, $5. But a 28-year-old telling a 15 to 14-year-old girls to lick at your AO Endgame. Okay, that's it. That's it.
That was a lot of gymnastics we had to do to try to get to the because so I don't know, Akeem. I love you, Keem. That wasn't a good one.
So we are caught up with the super chats, and I just want to chat with you guys a little longer because you're here, and this has really been great, guys. So thank you so much for coming on, and Jeremy, thanks for coming on. So Avengers Endgame trailer. We haven't had a chance to talk about that. Jeremy, I've seen all your videos, but maybe let's just assume one or two people in here has not seen all your videos. Jeremy, what did you think of the Endgame trailer?
I thought it was absolutely fantastic. And the obvious, I didn't like the end with Captain Marvel. I'm not even going to mention that though. Overall though, the trailer, the tone is spot on, 100% spot on. I love the callbacks to Captain America, the early days Captain America, Tony Stark, Thor. I loved the callbacks. And I love that it didn't show Thanos. I know people are talking about, like, where's Thanos? We don't need to see Thanos. We don't need to see him at all. So that was a perfect trailer, minus the obvious, but that was a perfect trailer from a tone standpoint, from the callbacks, from the lack of Thanos. And the focus is on the characters it needs to be on. It needs to be on Cap. It needs to be on Iron Man. Those they need to be the main focus, and that's who they're focusing on. I loved it. Yeah. Loved it.
Josiah.
Yeah, I mean, I can pretty much echo everything that Jeremy said. I loved how it showed everything, their origins and all that stuff, and how they've gone from there to here now and all that. I loved. It was cool seeing. It was actually funny. I actually did a breakdown of it for my channel today, and the person who got the most screen time in the trailer from what it looks like was Clint Barton, which was interesting. And I think he's going to have a pretty big role to play in Endgame. So it'll be cool to see what they do with him in his story. Yeah, I'm just obviously, I can't stand the fact that Brie Larson is in this movie as Captain Marvel, but I'm going to just kind of be as positive and as excited about this movie as I can leading up to it. So yeah.
Gotcha. Comics.
Okay, there's two things I'm going to add because I completely agree with the you two so far. There was a missed opportunity at the end. I really think, as Thor was calling the hammer back, it should have hit Captain Marvel in the head. The other thing too is, what the hell is up with Hawkeye's hair? Did the snap go off in the middle of a haircut?
I think he was trying to look like oh my god, what's the guy? Who's the guy? Richard, the one who got sucker punched. Spencer.
Spencer. Richard Spencer.
Mm-hmm. Nick Spencer. Nick Spencer.
I get the two confused sometimes.
Yeah.
I have no idea why.
Joe Tamburo. I'll recheck it. I got you there. Okay, so I tweeted about it, and I stand by my tweet. It was like really excellent sex being screwed up by getting news that your cat died.
That was funny.
But you still power through and you finish the job. And that's what I did, and I love the hell out of it. And I watched it like 6 or 7 times, and it gave me all the emotions. And I'm now past. I'm willing to forgive the MCU if they don't go down this road. I hated their marketing and everything, and I hated the fact that I went with a group of people to see an MCU movie, and it was weird. That's what sucked about it, is like the culture war got into my personal time with my friends, and I went with some people with Lucasfilm, so I'm like, and they know what I do in the channel, so we're quiet about certain stuff, and I know they work at Lucasfilm, and I know that some of them might have worked on that movie, and that's fine, but it made it weird, and that's what sucked, and that's why I was pissed about the marketing. That's why I had a resentment. But you take away that ending, and then I was watching Midnight's Edge live stream today, and I saw Robert Meyer Burnett, and I know he's with John Campea, but I still like him. I'm not really a fan of John Campea at all, ever. But he brought up something that got me like geeky excited again. He's like, they're probably going to bring in Thanos, and maybe the stinger will be, you see like a silver streak going through space, and then you see Thanos's giant ship or something, and it's all Kirby looking, with like Kirbiness all over the place, with Kirby crackle around it, and that would just win me back. Like, I would just go, I don't care, man. Fantastic Four, yes, and Silver Surfer, and that got me excited again. So hopefully we'll get that. But
yeah,
god damn, man, if they're going with the Kevin Feige's come out and said, like, this is the road we're going down. So I'm gonna take the man at his word, and that sucks.
Yeah. Kevin Feige's a huge fan of Brie Larson. He loves her.
Good lord, I have no idea why.
Yeah.
The previous trailer, the one where Tony Stark is talking to the broken helmet, dude, that to me was freaking amazing because he really kind of had that sense of dread where he's like, yeah, I got 5 minutes of oxygen. I know I'm not going to make it. I'm just letting you know I love you. It's just like, oh my God, right in the fucking heart. You don't get that with Captain Marvel. That's the thing that sucks. That movie had one job, make me like the character, and it failed miserably.
Yep, absolutely.
You got Nebula right there in the ship. You got 5 minutes left. You bell, hey, it's 5 minutes. It's our last 5 minutes. You want to knock one out? Let's do it. Use our last bit of oxygen the right way. She might have some attachments that are very nice. You never know. That's what I was thinking.
Hey, real quick, I want everybody that's watching, if they don't mind, if you're on Twitter, I'm about to retweet something. People are going after Anna, these Captain Marvel bots. So I'm going to retweet the post. And I would love for you guys to show some support for that Star Wars girl because this is what I keep telling you. She's the most intimidating of all of us to them because she's a woman. Mm-hmm. She's got a big platform. She's caught fire lately. And because of that, they are going to go after her more than they're going to go after any of us. So let me finish tweeting this. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead. And this is the perfect place to do it. Oh my God, I'm looking at this picture with Odin and Ivan and Jeremy and the Cap. Who tweeted this? Star Wars for Life tweeted this. That's pretty funny. So I'm just waiting for your tweet whenever it hits.
Okay. Hang on just a minute.
No problem. I'll read a couple super chats while we're waiting. And again, guys, thank you. So Josiah, it's great having you on the channel. I look forward to having you back sometime.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Really, anytime. Like it's nice talking to people on Friday night again.
Definitely. So. We should talk about Lord of the Rings sometime. That'd be a really cool stream.
Let's plan that. Let's plan all Lord of the Rings stream. I'll talk to you when this is done, and we can work out a time probably when I get back from my trip.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, it got brought up before I even start this. It's in the realm of possibility. Jeff asked if I would go to Star Wars Celebration. It's like 2 days after I get back from Italy, but I'm seriously thinking about it. It would just be getting right back on a plane again, but what the hell?
Well, if you do that, I'm planning on coming down there to see you guys because that's not very far from where I live. So
cool.
I just tweeted it, so I'll show you guys the tweet real quick.
All right.
If I can screen share real quick.
Let me click on you when you're ready. Oh boy, there we go. When you're ready.
Give me just a second.
No problem. Guys in the chat, we'll get you in just a second, by the way. So, and Joel, I got your message. I will make sure I catch that. Okay. Thank you, Joel. You didn't have to send another super chat. I would have double checked before I left. I always do.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
No
All
worries.
right. So let me do a screen share here and boom, boom. Boom. All right, so there's my tweet. Anna scares them more than any of us. She shakes them to their core. Support her now more than ever. They are desperate to attack her. Stand with our Star Wars girl. So this is the tweet.
I know I shouldn't share these people. I don't give them views. I have a browser that doesn't give them views. But I have to expose this maniac. This is the craziest, most demented human I have ever seen. I thought this was a parody, but this girl is actually insane.
So I can't play the audio. So that's what they're doing to her. And like I said, and I've been saying this for a long time now, but with the growth that she's going through, with everything that she's the platform that she has, they're going to go after her. They're going to go after her big time. So please just anything you can do. Because like I said, ultimately, guys, the reason we're able to do what we do is because of the support that you guys give us. And yeah, it's real nice. We have these followings. We get to do this, as our day jobs, and it's great and it's wonderful. But when you have people coming after you online, it sucks. It sucks. But when you have the support to counterbalance that means the world. So please just go support her, support that tweet that I just sent out, and let everybody know that we got her back.
Dude, that Anthony person is insane, too.
Do what now?
Go ahead, Comix.
I was saying, speaking of that Star Wars girl, she just showed up in the chat.
Oh, did she? Okay.
Anna. What's up, Anna?
So let me see. Is that? Yeah, that person is.
Yeah, the Anthony is like that person has gone after all of us. I think at this point. Like,
yeah. And do you see the turn? And do you see the language shift when it goes to Anna? Like when they go after me, it's fine. You know, they go after me. When they go after her, they're using words like she's demented, she's a maniac, she's the craziest person I've ever seen. Like they go so aggressive because they're so scared of her. They're so intimidated by her. Because they know if she continues to get traction, if she continues to get her voice out there, then it destroys their credibility, it destroys their narrative. So you can look at Geeks and Gamers, you can look at me, and that's fine. Anna is far more dangerous to them, and because she's far more dangerous, she's going to get attacked 3, 4, 5 times as bad as any of us. So stand with her. She deserves it. She's awesome.
The reason why she's
way more vile than any of our comments, for sure.
Yeah.
The reason why she's so dangerous is because they can't dismiss what she says as misogyny. They can go with the whole, oh, you have internalized misogyny, but we all know that's bullshit.
Yep. And so I'm proud of her. You know, I've known her for a while now. You know, we met, you know, with the Last Jedi stuff, and we just become, you know, good friends. And I'll always have her back. I'll stand with her, and you know, she deserves everything she's gotten and more, and she will continue to rise above all of us. So thank you guys for the support.
And in other news here, not to toot my own horn here a little bit, but that poster tweet that I made just hit 1,000 likes on on Twitter. So
hell yeah, nice.
Crazy.
Nice.
It's like
that's great.
Kind of crazy. I didn't expect it to blow up like that, but yeah.
That's blowing up. Anna, we stand with you all the time. We stand, we sit, we got your back.
Oh yeah,
you rock, and yeah, it's all the success is so deserved. So deserved.
Yes.
And it's just begun. So I'm gonna kind of read super chats out of order, but sorry, but Archangel IO891 £2. Yo, GB. Most likely new villain in Endgame, Kang. We talked about that last night. I think there is a possibility they may introduce another villain. I don't think so. I think they're going to go the Infinity Gauntlet route, and maybe somebody else gets the gauntlet like happens in the comic book. But I would say Kang is a possibility because of time travel. That creates a bunch of problems. I would love to see a Nihilist come in, but that would need a bunch of setting up. I don't think I could be wrong. It could be somebody else gets a hold of the gauntlet and becomes a villain. Maybe, you never know.
Captain Marvel.
Oh, that would be great. Was it Michael Fisher? Michael, I'm sorry, somebody in here, and I apologize because the chat just jumped on me, said this is the greatest stream of all time, and thanks. I am having the best time. This is a great panel.
I am as well,
for sure.
But let's here. I'm gonna wrap things up because we're right at 2 hours. I want to let these guys go, and it's always best to leave them wanting more. And you know, that Star Wars girl, we love you too. You're the best, really. And that's bullshit that you got to go through that, but you can take it. I know you can. You're like, whatever.
Yeah, she's on another level. So
she is. Let me get through the super chats, and then we'll just say our goodbyes. There I go.
They want you to unlock me. They're tired of seeing my face.
No, I like it. Jeremy.
I saw him saying, "Get Jeremy off the screen." I'm like, God damn, I mean, I'm used to getting the hate from everywhere else, but not here. And they're like, "Get him off the screen." I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm still locked on." They're having to watch me sit here and pick my nose or whatever I was doing. So.
At least it was just your nose.
Hey man, that's the reason why I don't have the camera on, so you don't see me knuckle punching.
That's true. Damn, I should have been anonymous. There I go. There I God of Rage. Therio God of Rage. $5. Captain Marvel. Sorry if I screwed that up. Tell me how to pronounce that. Captain Marvel didn't do shit in the movie that put her above Thor, Doctor Strange, or Scarlet Witch. Yeah, not at all. You're right. The Cobra Viper, $5 until they became conscious. They will never rebel. George Orwell, 1984. New motto of the Fandom Menace: until they become conscious, they will never rebel. And that, yes, a lot of things from 1984 are, Doomcock pointed out the Junior Anti-Sex League is happening. That is literally happening. That is like the Junior Anti-Sex League is basically, there's no difference between men and women. You're basically a gray person in a gray suit living a gray life. And I mean, I'm simplifying it horribly, but it's basically an NPC. But that's it. Yeah. Oh God, Acura 77, $2. Marvel parody, hammering wood.
Well, she does such a great impersonation of a plank of wood the entire movie.
Good stuff.
I did miss this. Oh crap. I hate it when I miss some. Okay, Gamer Gambit.
Happens to all, buddy.
Jesus.
Happens to
There's
us
like
all.
this middle part. Oh my God. I'm not going to expect. Is Guardians 3 going to be another Infinity movie, and will Warlock make an appearance? Yes. How will Warlock come alive without a stone? Gary, what is that Stranger Things object to your right? It is the Blu-ray for season 1 that's in a VHS format.
Which is
That's
sexy as hell, by the way.
So sexy. And there's a hitchhiker one right there too.
Nice.
So, yeah, and if you guys want to go, and because I got like 10 super chats to read here, it is okay.
No, brother, I'm here. I'm here.
All right.
Go for it.
The Price is Right reviews. Yay, I can finally see your creepy faces. Nah, just kidding. Dennis Alderman, $20. Hey, Gary, the latest Endgame trailer shows what looks like to be a bunch of flashbacks like Hawkeye and Captain America. What are your thoughts? And you all are awesome. And we gave our thoughts. Thank you. I loved it. I loved it till the end, but I still love it. And I rewatch it over and over again. And I love the focus on Hawkeye. I think that is brilliant. And I love that. Yeah. I think that, with his family, and it showed him with his daughter, and that was impactful. I liked it.
Yeah.
For a moped rental in Italy, Big Cat, thank you for the $10. Mrs. Nerdrotic will not let me ride anything with 2 wheels anymore. Yeah, ever since I locked it down with marriage, I've been persona non grata on motorcycles anymore. I'm too much of a crazy person on the road anyway. Jack Random, $5. Comix, Nerdrotic, Geeks and Gamers, and Josiah. The 3, and well, yeah, it's like the real 3 Musketeers, and Josiah's like the young one, who's always around, and he becomes a musketeer in the end. Nicholas Horton, £5. The MCU could have used Adam Warlock because of his big part in the Infinity Gauntlet story of the comics, but they didn't. They didn't, and he's like one of my all-time favorite characters, and he's Jim Starlin, and he's brilliant, and they're going to bring him in later.
They were setting it up. Yeah, it's like, what the hell?
They could do something, and it would make sense to go in the next phase with Adam Warlock, and he does like Infinity Watch after that. They could do that. They could pick one: Bree and her feminist BS, or Gunn and his jokes. I would rather take.
I'll take Gunn and his jokes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to say I would take Gunn's jokes, because at least he gives us good quality content. I mean, because the thing with Brie Larson, man, like. And again, obviously I have problems with Gunn and his jokes, really big problems. But the trade-off is like, it comes down to what I say, like, if you start judging people on what they do, in their spare time. And again, if James Gunn was a pedophile, that's a whole different story. He's not been convicted. He's not been convicted. There's no direct accusations or anything to have concern. It's just a effed up sense of humor. Brie Larson, if she continues to be successful, that spells massive trouble for the future of what they're going to continue to do at Disney, because this has only empowered them to continue with this nonsense.
Unfortunately,
like Solo was a step back. And again, these people live in this bubble. They live in a bubble where the reality doesn't even, it doesn't even play a part in their daily, life. But when Solo failed, I'm not saying Solo was a wake up call to them, but it did make them start thinking. And again, they want to control the narrative, but in order to control the narrative, you have to have the power. In order to have the power, you got to have the money. And when Solo failed, that started to go, oh crap, if we lose our money, we lose our power. If we lose our power, we can't control the narrative. So now Brie Larson has shown them that we can spread our nonsense. We can still make the money, still have the power, still control the narrative. So,
and James Gunn is a crazy Hollywood leftist too, but at least he doesn't use his political agenda, at least up to this point, to
within the films,
movies and stuff and all that. So,
yep. And here's the thing: they had goodwill to use up until after Endgame, and Robert Downey Jr.'s gone, Chris Evans gone, and possibly Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, they have Guardians, but they cannot pull that crap again, because if they do, then the movies are going to be like, most of them are going to be mediocre, folks. I mean, that's a fact. That's law of diminishing returns, and they burned up all their capital for Captain Marvel because they had Endgame. Once Endgame's over, all bets are off. And they know it. That's why James Gunn is back.
Hey, I don't know if you'll see it, but you just got a big super chat, $100 super chat.
Crap.
So, and I agree with the message, and I'm going to retweet that. So go ahead and if you want to read it.
Please forgive super chatters. I will give to you. This is £100, which is more than $100. Raging Patty. Raging Patty. Use the I love this. Use the hashtag I stand with Anna to show your support. Absolutely consider it done. Please do that as well. I stand with Anna 100% all the time. Prior to this, I stand with Anna. And yes, real quick on James Gunn. I know a lot of people I don't generally get into it, but you know what? It's got to be the same logic has to be put to him as put to Vic, which is no evidence.
Yeah.
There's no evidence. That's
God damn it, Gary. That's a great point.
I'm glad you mentioned it, because I thought about that earlier, and it totally vacated my mind.
Yeah. That's a really good point.
You got to absolutely stay consistent with that. And I feel that way about Vic, and I feel that way about James. Now, James did something stupid, and Vic, I think Vic is just Italian, and that's the way Italians are. There you go. I know. And also he has enemies. Clearly.
Can I take a moment to say something?
Absolutely.
Okay, you fucking Marvel bots, you stupid motherfuckers. Okay, you just did to Anna what you tried to do to me. Do you remember when you dumb fuckers? Do you remember when you stupid ass idiots tried to bomb my poll on my website? Do you remember when you did that? You remember, because my damn poll had like 700 votes at the time, and it was like 650 to 50. No, we're not going to see it. Yes. So you sent your trolls to try to go bomb my site. Okay, I was already happy with 700 votes on my website. I'm like, hey, that's a good day for us. Then you stupid fuckers, all right, you went after me, okay? And what happened? I took your stupidity and I made a video on it. That video got about 75,000 views. And then the poll got 12,000 votes. Gave us the best day we've ever had in the history of geeksandgamers.com because of your stupidity. And now, because you went after Anna, now Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, all of us are now going to stand with her. There's a hashtag moving. We're getting tweets out there. We've got 900 people watching the stream, and they're all going to support her. And her power is going to get even more powerful. She's going to get even more powerful. She's going to get more support. She's going to get bigger. She's going to get stronger. She's going to get more confident, and she's going to continue to smack you little bitches down. And it's beautiful. Thank you.
That's beautiful, dumbasses. You just gave her 1,000 more subscribers in the next couple hours. So well done. Secretly, Anna's like, yes. She said thank you. Hey, you're welcome, Anna. We got you. That is brilliant. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much, Raging Patty. Raging Patty. Okay, so we catch up there? No, timing's bad. Give me just a second. Sorry, guys.
Somebody said what happened with Anna. If you, I'll show you real quick. Since Gary's needing to see what he needs to. If you want to lock on me just for a second. So this Marvel bot right here that I'm locked on sent this tweet out. And again, I'd like you to pay attention specifically to the language being used, because if you look at the language they use when they talk about me, they will, they'll say whatever they want to say, dismissive, whatever. With her, look at the language, look at the words, look how desperate, look how intimidated they are, look how scared they are. Look at the words. Expose this maniac. This is the craziest, most demented human I have ever seen. This girl is actually insane. Then says, I don't consider this creature a human, by the way.
Whoa.
That's the type of language.
Holy shit.
That's the type of language they are using against her. And so I tweeted this out. I retweeted them. Anna scares them more than any of us. She shakes them to their core. Support her now more than ever. They are desperate to attack her. Stand with our Star Wars girl. And then we have the hashtag I stand with Anna. And so, that's what we're going to do. We're going to, because this is what we do. We stand by everyone. And Anna scares them more than any of us. And so she needs our support. So that's it right there.
Wow, what a jackass.
No shit, man.
Jesus Christ. All right. Okay. Damn. That's, it's easy to be anonymous, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 80s nostalgia guy, $2. Just subscribe to you and that Barry Pepper do good work. He doesn't look that much like Barry Pepper. Just a little bit. Okay, so Tim Bishop for $30. Tim Bishop for $20 more. Love the content on Geeks and Gamers, Comix Division, and your channel. You guys are informative and entertaining. Thanks for sticking up for the fans' voices. Yes, every single time fan advocacy might be I don't know. I don't want to label anything, but that, because we're fans. We're fans. That's it. So we're a place where you can come and talk about this stuff, and we're not going to shut you down. Tom Bishop, thank you so much, Tom Bishop. Sorry, I said Tim. My bad. Tom Bishop. That's $50. Is Guardians 3 going to be another? Okay, I already read that one. I think I am caught up. My science channel is nearing 800 subs. Science Gamer Gambit. Go check out his channel. It's got science, real science. $1.99 super chat. Okay, so now I'm going to go down here. Jesus.
Can I just say, Gary? Oh, and I'm screen sharing. My bad. I need to take off screen sharing, but I just want to say, Gary, I've had a blast tonight, man. Yeah. I would love to come on here more often with you. I've had a blast. You're doing a great job, so I just want to tell you that. So.
Oh, thanks. Yeah,
for real. So yeah,
you guys are.
You're a cool man. You're a cool dude, and it's really fun talking with you. So yeah.
Thanks. I'm having the best time, and the energy feels good, and the chat is good. And as long as the chat's happy, I'm happy. But I'm very codependent like that. No, I could talk to you guys like, you know what this reminds me of? Being at my comic shop, and I'm sitting there at the counter, and there's like 3 guys who will like hang out for hours, and we could just talk about geeky stuff all day. And it's like the one single thing I missed from this shop, and that's why I did this.
Yeah,
it's because I miss talking to other people and connecting with people. That the other crap I don't miss at all. But this part I miss. So this is brilliant. It's brilliant. Thank you guys. Mr. Roboto, $2. Star Wars problem is it's dependent on space mages.
That account is gone. That fucking Marvel bot account is gone.
Wait, what?
The fucking account is gone. So fuck that motherfucker. That's what you get when you mess with Anna. That's what you get when you mess with us. When you want to sit there and slander somebody, the account is gone. So
Anthony is gone. I'm shocked by that. Anthony has been a pain in the ass for a long time. Holy crap.
It is gone. Round of applause in the chat. Can we get flex emojis? I need flex emojis.
Flex emojis. Yes.
Love it. Love it. This is a beautiful thing right here. This is what happens when you mess with that Star Wars girl.
Absolutely.
A lot of toxicity with my lightsaber. That's what happens. This is what happens, you motherfuckers. All right.
Well, it's the funny thing about light. It scurries the cockroaches away.
It really does. I got to put this as a pretty good GIF right here. What's going on? There you go. That's it.
I have a lightsaber, but I have a sword. You
have a sword?
I have Narsil
well,
right here.
if we're doing swords,
there. I got my sword ready.
Oh shit! I'm not going to use my dumb Gree Destiny one. That's a fake Chinatown. That's nice. So which one is that again?
It's Narsil.
Oh, that's a nice.
I really want to get Anduril sometime, like as the that'd be really cool to get like both versions of the sword.
Like this. Hang on. Josiah will like Josiah, you like this. Recognize this?
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome.
I feel bad. All I have next to me is a Glock.
That works too. That works
too. Hey, maybe that's what the modernization of that Amazon's going to do. It's going to be Lord of the Rings with guns. Maybe that'll be
Oh man, please.
It could have longsword on the side.
Oh goodness, I'm so happy that this account is gone.
That is brilliant.
That is a win.
That is incredible.
That is
really
a win.
incredible.
Oh, Thomas Lund. Stop it, Jay. Stop it, Jay. Who's Jay? Thomas, maybe that's a reference to something we said earlier that completely.
Hang on. So now it's showing up on my phone, but it's not showing. But the tweet is gone. So the tweet is gone, but the account is showing up on my phone, but not on my computer.
That's weird.
So weird.
Here, let me see if it's there. Let me read one more super chat. Thomas Lund, I am sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. It could be what Jeremy at the quartering calls a boomer. I don't even know. That might be what other people say, but I'm old. But I'm not a boomer. I'm a Gen Xer. James Gunn went full retard off screen. Brie Larson went full retard on screen. Huge difference. If they want to go full retard, please do it off screen. Says Ty Timmons for $5. I totally agree. Thank you.
Yeah. So Anna, I still see it too. So it's on my computer. And again, I checked it through an account that wasn't connected. Actually, I have a Helpful Mexican account for Ivan, but we haven't actually done anything with it. So nobody knows about this account. So I checked that account with the Helpful Mexican account, and it was showing that the user did not exist. So I don't know. That's weird. But on my phone, the account is there, but the tweet is gone. So they deleted the tweet like a little bitch. So.
Oh, so Anthony's still around?
I think. I mean,
I can't really. I can't like open the account or anything. So
let's see. Well, you can't open his account.
Anthony's, yeah. Like,
I can open it from my phone, but not on my desktop. So weird. Sorry, Gary. We're hijacking you with all this stuff. So
it's all good.
They didn't delete. They didn't block me. Look, I'm looking at their account right now. Like, so they didn't block me. And this is from, I'm on my account. So
Gilkey Reviews. I'm going to get to this right now. I am truly sorry. I'm sorry. Gilkey Reviews Movies and Talks About Life. I am super sorry. I'm going to go back up and read it right now. Yeah, I've missed a couple and I truly apologize. That is a bad YouTuber. You are correct. I'm not seeing it though. But hang on. Just give me a second. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. Hey, do me a favor. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. Just popping in to say hi and send some love to Jeremy, Josiah, and Neurotic. Sub to Drunk 3PO, Sith Kryptonian, and so many others in the fandom collective. And I will do that. I will repeat this one more time because I passed it up. Just popping in to say hi and send some love to Jeremy, Josiah, and Neurotic, and Comix Division. Sub to Drunk 3PO, Sith Kryptonian, and so many others in the fandom collective. Thank you, Gilkey, and I'm sorry I missed it, my friend.
That's really awesome.
That is really awesome and super nice. And I wish I could refund you your $2 because you shouldn't have had to send me that. That's bad. So my bad. I'm sorry, man. Manic Boy Productions, Canadian $2. You missed my super chat. Don't mind the extra money. I'm going to do a run through before we leave, folks. So I'll make sure I hit them all. Jack Random. Hey, and this is everybody's entitled to their opinion and absolutely respect yours, Jack Random. $20. Want to support Anna, but saw Brie Larson Kimmel video. Brie Larson is annoying, true, but the video was almost too vindictive. I will support, but I also want rational, reasoned, biased criticism, not an attack just for an attack. And that's you. Everybody has a right to their opinion, and I totally respect that, Jack. I think Anna's passionate. I don't think it's an attack to an attack. And I saw the video. But you are entitled to your opinion, my friend. And thank you for the $20. And I would never spend, even if you said that in the chat, it has nothing to do with the super chat. This is a place where we can come and have discourse, and it's totally cool.
Yep.
Let's.
It looks like that. They did delete their account.
I'm able to pull it up on my
well, it's going to show up when they delete their account. It might show because of cookies. It might show up for a little while.
Yeah, I'm getting. Yeah, sorry, this page doesn't exist.
Interesting.
I will go there. Let me catch up with Jason. $2. Ivan Endgame edit. We might. I bet you we'll get. Well, if it really sucks, I guarantee you we'll probably get one. Manic Boy Productions, Canadian $5. Considering I watch more YouTube than TV these days, I love these team up streams. Reminds me of the old school Marvel team ups. Oh, those were my favorite books, man. Thank you, Manic Boy Productions. I greatly appreciate it. Jack Random $5 had to leave to watch the Expanse episode with fiance, which is totally cool. I understand. Came back and saw Josiah. A quick glance, and I thought it was David Harbour, aka Sheriff Hopper.
That'd be a much cooler person to have on the show, that's for sure.
I don't know. I've heard him. No, I'd rather have you, Josiah, to be honest with you. I've heard him. I've heard his speeches. Nah.
Oh, I have no idea.
I'd rather have Josiah. Sadler, 1944, $5. We went from Maximum Toxicity to opening night for what is it? Cptn Marvel. Me and friends wearing no ma'am t-shirts. Got more laughs than the movie. That's good.
That's great.
No
That's
ma'am.
Great.
Just popping by to say hi. Thomas Lund, the most sexy. Who's the most? Well, I am Thomas Lund, $3.99. I don't know what that's about, but I'm just going to say I'm going to take it, especially for get paid too. Thanks, Thomas. Chris Blake, $5 just got here, and you're getting ready to shut down. Hope it was a good stream and everyone has a good weekend. Yes, and I'm gonna keep it up, so y'all can watch it whenever you want. I'm not pulling this one down. This is a keeper. We'll just say. Brie Larson's Captain Marvel is very comic accurate, by the way, says Marcus Joe's for $2. It actually is. I'm not gonna. Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, and he didn't mean that as a compliment. Is extremely comic accurate. So yeah.
The account is still there because I'm still fighting with them. So, but I think they deleted the tweet. I think they deleted the tweet.
Yeah. The tweet is gone.
Sean John 316 Canadian $2. Thor should have said to Captain Marvel, "That's a hammer." There you go. We got a couple more here. So Marcus, I got yours. Okay, I got caught up on yours. You missed. Okay, Jeff D, $5. You guys are the best. Sorry if I got naughty with the joke in the porn titles. Don't ever be sorry. You do not have to apologize for that ever here. Take a lot of pics to share when you return from Italy, Gary. Safe travels. I will. I'm going to all the ruins.
That's awesome.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I just realized I clicked on the tweet and not their account. So yeah, it is still there.
So the tweet's gone. Well,
the tweet is gone.
We'll take a small victory, but it doesn't mean we should stop. I mean, the tweet went out there, and the internet is forever. Mary Ashmead, one of the best wrenches out there. Thank you, Mary. You don't have to give super chats, Mary. I really should pay you. $2. Gary, you rock. That is all. Mary, you rock. Hail Mary. Demonic Bioman for $2. Great stream. You guys should form your own council. There's only one high council, Demonic. Thank you. But honestly, I will have you guys, if you guys want to come back on again, I would love to have you on, and I'll of course come on your channel whenever. So all right, folks. We're gonna wrap things up right there. And man, it was fun. It was fun. So let's plug away. Comics, plug your channel.
Okay. Well, I'll just go ahead and drop it in the chat real quick so people can go and find me rather than me trying to freaking spell it for everyone because I can't spell. So yes, look for Comix Division, Comics with an X, no CS. You can also find me on Twitter as well. Comix Division. It's all the same. If you can tolerate my lowbrow humor, by all means, please subscribe.
And you hit 1,000.
I hit 1,000. Thank you,
awesome.
guys.
That's amazing. Good job.
And Josiah, plug your channel.
Yeah, I guess I will drop that in there too. Yeah, if you are into movie news and just keeping up with the current state of the movie business and all that stuff, then you can check out my channel where I give honest opinions with facts about the current things happening in movies. So
Hey,
there you go.
what's your account? So I can make you a mod. Hang on, Joe. Is it just Josiah? Are you in the chat?
JosiahRises. Yep.
Joe, where are you? Why can't I see it? JOS.
Yep. IAHRISES.
IAH. How come it's not popping up for me? That sucks. I was gonna make you a mod. Yeah, if you
You have
can't plug it,
Rises down there too. JosiahRises.
yeah, it's not popping up. It's probably my thing's being lame. So can one of my mods pop that in there for you? Because Pen Farm Girl did. Boom. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
Right on. Thank you, Pen. You're awesome. And there's this other little channel here. He might want to plug. I don't know.
Actually, because I'm in the thick of it right now, I'm gonna plug that Star Wars girl. Because, I'm fighting with this person right now. I'll continue to retweeting and fighting with them and putting them on blast because they said they're continuing to call her crazy. So my response is, Anna's one of the most talented and passionate people I've ever met. She's only getting started. She's a superstar. Keep showing the world how much she scares you. Hashtag I stand with Anna. So go subscribe to that Star Wars girl because she's awesome. So, and I do appreciate everything, all the kind words from you, Gary. It's been a pleasure, man. Really, I'm a big fan of yours. I'm really happy that I've gotten to know you, and I look forward to having you back on Geeks and Gamers. I look forward to coming back on to this channel with you and seeing what we can do in the future, buddy.
Let's do it. And the feeling is mutual. Like I said, it's only a little homo, but not much. And Anna, I made you a mod so you can link whatever you like. Please link your channel, your art, anything you want. It is again, it sucks that's going on, and I might be jumping in the fray. And I usually don't jump in those frays on Twitter, but I'm feeling a little fired up about this one. So, guys, thank you so much for coming on. Hashtag I stand with Anna. Don't put up with that crap. Oh, wait. There's a couple super chats. Well, they do.
And guys, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you guys. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. And it was nice to meet you. It was nice to meet you tonight. And it's really cool that, and it's cool that you're friends with Spike. So that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Spike is one of my streaming buddies.
So that's awesome. It's good stuff.
Cool. Thomas Lund. A $9.99. Gary is the balls. That's right. I have a couple too. That's good. Jolton Burrow, $5. Since Guardians 3 has the whole cast, Endgame has to have a reset button. By the way, missed a super chat about the Nerdist. I actually read that one, Joel. You might have missed me reading that one, but I did read it. But I'll read it again. Daiwanu Minfer. I suck at this, especially for a 1999 super chat. You have some dumb, uneducated moron from California mispronouncing your name. Dawanu Minfer, 1999. Hi guys, fan of all of you guys and Thanos before it was cool. I am an old vet and a big geek. I'm an okay writer, but I want to get better and get into the fight. Any advice? Start a channel. Start a YouTube channel.
Yeah, start a channel. Do not let yourself be restricted by what you don't have. Just utilize what you do have. I don't care if you've got a flip phone razor and that's all you can record with it. Don't sit there and when the moment you start telling yourself the reasons why you can't do it, you've already started out wrong. Don't even worry about that. You focus on what you have and it doesn't matter. Record with the shitty phone that you have. It doesn't matter if you have terrible lighting. It doesn't matter if you just have a bookcase for a background. It doesn't matter. Start out and do it and speak your mind. Speak your mind. Don't be scared to do it. When you start out with fear, when you start out with, when you're trying to talk yourself out of it, it's never going to happen. So just be confident, stand up, put your chest out, and say what you need to say. Go for it. The rest will fall into place.
That really listen to that, folks, because that's something I didn't hear until his second video doing that, and it sunk in, and it just got to the point where I'm I'm just gonna say what I want, and if people won't like it, then I'll know, then I'll just know, and so far it's been okay. So great. Joel.
Check this out real quick, everybody on my screen. Check that out. Is that not awesome right there? Somebody said that. So is that not awesome?
That is awesome.
That is awesome. That is
Oh,
awesome.
I love it.
So, that's good
Oh,
stuff.
that's Douglas Niels. Douglas Nelson is the best with the Photoshop. He is brilliant with that shit. But Douglas, you
stuff.
rock, dude.
And Gary, I'm glad that you heard when you heard me say that. I'm glad it hit with you, man. I mean, because look, for everybody that says I inspire them, there was somebody that inspired me, and for everybody that was inspired by me, you're going to inspire someone, and it's just a trickle down effect. And I mean, I get inspired by people like Gary and Anna and Josiah every day when I watch their videos, and I see that they're doing things, and it's just a great group of people to be around, and there's so much positivity, and it's never competition. We're never upset with each other when they're like, why would I be upset that Gary's getting great views? Why the fuck would I be mad? But there are so many YouTubers that are so jealous of other YouTubers, and I don't understand that. Like, I really don't. If somebody else is doing good on YouTube, that's good, because we should all want all YouTubers to do good. If you're putting out good content, if you're getting your audience excited, that means that, hey man, that means there's content out there for me. I just need to learn from that. I learn from people every day. I am a shitty YouTuber when it comes down to it. I'm not that good at what I do. I'm just not. But I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I've been surrounded by so many awesome people, and so many people have stood by me over all these years. Josiah being one of them. When Geeks and Gamers wasn't anything, and Josiah stuck with me, man. Stuck with me. And there's plenty of people like Josiah on my team. Stuck with me. Josiah's been here for 5 years. Josiah was listening to me like right now with 100-something thousand subscribers when I go to Whataburger with my daughter, and I got people, recognizing me like I'm something special when I'm not. Josiah was treating me the way he treats me now, with the respect he treats me. He treated me that way back then because he saw whatever vision I had, and he's always believed in me. So
absolutely.
Don't let anything hold you back, because if you have a desire to do something, you've got to figure out how to get there. And the only way to get there is to fucking start. Don't bring yourself excuses. Don't talk yourself out of it. Talk yourself into it. All right, I'm done. Sorry.
Yeah. And, improve yourself over time with baby steps. Like, you can just start where you're at right now with what you have. And, that's the most important step, is actually just starting. So,
yeah.
Yep.
Listen, like last week, I told the story of how the comic store closed down, and it was because I relapsed. It was 5 years ago. I fell flat in my face. Everything was shitty. My life sucked. Life was stupid. I got my ass back up, worked my ass, and with the help of my family and my wife, and worked my ass off the last 5 years to get back to a normal life now. And like, I had lost almost everything, and I got a chance to I got another chance. So I'm grateful for that. And it's because also, I did the work I needed to do. And nothing, there's a lot of circumstances out there that can stop us, but we're the only ones who really can. I'm the only one who can really stop me. And believe me, I've done it plenty of times.
Yeah. And if I could add to that and stuff, like, I mean, over the past few years, I've tried to get like my own, like, film business off the ground, where I actually was going to be making actual films, like short films, feature films. I actually made a whole feature length film and all that. And, I put everything I had into this business to try to get off the ground, and it just didn't work out. And so I hit a really, really low spot last year. I mean, it was bad. It was really, really bad. It was one of the darkest times of my life. And after watching Jeremy and how the channel was going for him, and just watching all of these different people that I respected, starting to just keep putting their nose to the grind and stuff, it really just inspired me to get back on my feet. So yeah.
I mean, under my direction, Josiah, don't take this the wrong way, but under my direction, Josiah wasn't a great YouTuber because I was giving him bad direction. You know what I mean? It was kind of just buttoned up, real safe.
Don't say the wrong thing, Josiah. We don't want to upset anybody.
That's what I was saying. That was my direction back then. And, he kind of he's been on the team the whole time, but not really engaged in anything. There was a kind of a time there where Josiah really was like, I don't know where I stand with this. I don't know where my place is at Geeks and Gamers right now. And he sees the channel taking off, and then he finally, I don't remember how exactly we kind of got you back on the channel, but you basically were like, you made a video.
Yeah,
that's why you took the initiative. Yeah, you took the initiative. This is exactly what you need to learn, people. Josiah took the initiative. He just was like, hey, Jeremy, I made a video for you. Here you go. I'm like, oh, shit. And I watched it, and I was like, Josiah, this is fucking good. And he goes, well, dude, man, watching you've really inspired me, man. I've come out of my shell and watching what you've done. And I was like, this is a complete change from what you used to be. This is amazing. And now Josiah is, which, I mean, we haven't said anything officially, but Josiah is really, I'm about to put him in position to be the manager for the Geeks and Gamers YouTube channel. He'll be managing the YouTube channel. He's the YouTube manager for Geeks and Gamers now, and which is the most prized possession we have at Geeks and Gamers, and he will be the manager.
Nice.
And that's all because he had the initiative, and he's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna send this asshole this video, and he's just gonna have to. He's either
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Right, and he's like, he's either gonna like it or he's not. And I had some critiques for you, but not much, you know. And now look where we're at, you know, and it's all because you took the initiative to do something. So you know, I'm happy to have you on the team, man. I'm sorry, this just continues to turn into a big circle jerk, so I'm sorry. So
there's actually one thing I want to contribute to this. There's two things. My advice is, you're gonna fail. Don't let that discourage you, and learn to take criticism.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah.
And it's
'Cause
good
you're gonna
stuff,
get
man. So yeah. But I'm gonna stop with circle jerks now.
Hey, that'd be nice. I mean, like after when we turn the camera off, we can continue it.
Better get that bass out.
Joel Timburo, I promised you. Okay, this is the last. $5 super chat. Don't forget, Nerdist was brought. I didn't read this. I see you got me, Joel. I was reading another Nerdist one. Don't forget, Nerdist was bought a few years ago by Legendary Films, as was Geek and Sundry. Both became less worthwhile at that point. Yep. As soon as they get bought by the big man, that used to happen to all the cool websites too. Newsarama, when Kevin Smith was running it, you know, View Askew, we used to be cool back in the day.
Yep.
Then it got bought out and turned lame, and you know, so many things. Superhero Hype used to be the best.
Yep.
Oh wow, another 100-pound super chat from Raging Patty. That is $1 or $2 is fine. No, you could just put in the chat. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Raging Patty.
Yeah.
The formerly High Council, please do it again, guys. We will. That'd be great. Comrade Commodore, $2. Here's $2 while I'm on the pooper.
Yes.
Take my monies. Thomas Lund, $9.99. Jeremy is also the balls. Yes. Bruce Lombardo, $1.99. I'm still waiting for the EU Reading Club. The EU Reading Club. The Extended Universe. Okay. Bruce Lombardo, $9.99. It's okay to have to not popular opinions. It's okay to flow against the grain. I'm harboring some excessively unpopular views today, but I'm sleeping with the fan on. There you go. There you go. Nice.
Hey, and real quick, if everybody could, if you're interested, you know, please go to geeksandgamers.com, bookmark geeksandgamers.com. This weekend, our forums will go live. These forums are your forums. There will be very little rules. The only rules are going to be like, you can't drop N-bombs. You can't threaten to kill people, you know, the basic stuff. I mean, you know, we can't have that type of stuff. Outside of that, we're not going to be really monitoring conversations per se. If you come in there, you need to have the balls to stay in there and back up your opinions. And if there's people in there that are obvious trolls, we will look into that, but we're not going to make any knee-jerk reactions. Trolls are part of life. That's part of the internet, but we're going to open it up. It's going to start out with movies, video games, television, Netflix, politics, current events, music. And then outside of that, we want to see these populate. And then if they populate, if they're successful, then we're going to have a suggestion box. So anything you want. So, you know, if you're interested, appreciate that.
Cool.
No problem.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, last one. And if I missed, I will square up. I will check through. If I missed anything, I will square up next live stream. I promise. Just Darvis 4.99 would love to would love for this to be a weekly thing. I would too, but our schedules are crazy.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we'll see.
I am open to it, but I'm open to everything. Yeah, that would be brilliant. If anything, as much as possible. How's that sound? Is that an understandable one? So
Tom's tech show says, Jeremy, can I start an Orville thread? Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Oh, do it. Orville's great.
Yep. And we do my editor-in-chief Alex Gurzo actually does Orville reviews for the site, and most of the time we end up on the first page of Google for our Orville reviews, which is actually great.
Oh, cool.
So that's good stuff.
That is brilliant. I'm trying to understand. I got to stay out of the chat. Okay, we're gonna leave it right there, everybody. Spartan Jeremy, got other Jeremys are in here. You guys are brilliant. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you to my wrenches. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you to all the patrons. Please go to nerdrotic.com for the live stream schedule. Please check out everybody's channels. And everybody, may the small folks sing songs of your greatness. Good night.
Bye.
Later.